Week 1 of the NFL preseason kicks off moments from now as the Bengals host the Lions and the Steelers host the Packers. The Cardinals are on the road in Vegas and have rolled out quarterback Carson Beck due to a rib injury. An attorney representing Commanders quarterback Jayden Daniels has informed LSU that it can no longer use his name, image, and likeness. Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua missed practice on Thursday with hip flexor soreness, but head coach Sean McVay said he expects the wide receiver to return to practice next week. McVay also mentioned quarterback Stetson Bennett will start against the Chiefs, and Ty Simpson will also get some playing time. In baseball, the Field of Dreams game between the Phillies and Twins starts at 7:30 Eastern time. The Twins activated outfielder Byron Buxton from the IL. Caleb Durbin hit a grand slam to help the Red Sox snap a 5-game losing streak, defeating the Blue Jays 7-0. I'm Brianna Muro.
Elijah, put the camera on me.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Ashwood.
Ack, a dack, dack, ack.
Insta, brother.
Yes, sir. It is the Odd Couple with me, Rob G. From sunny Southern California on a TV theme song Thursday edition of the Odd Couple right here on Fox Sports Radio. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, both down in Atlanta. Thousands of dollars were spent last night at Magic City on Men TNA night. We'll get to that later. But
There's
right
no
now,
way it was thousands of dollars.
not spent by Rob Parker, spent by somebody else.
Thank you for clarifying that. There was no way.
The voice you hear. Fox Sports Radio weekend host, update anchor, all around. The auntie of Fox Sports Radio buying everybody Starbucks out of nowhere that I had to go pick up none other than Monse Bolaños.
I am so excited to be here. I am stoked. Thank you for picking up the Starbucks. Yeah, I didn't know how I was not going to ask everyone if they wanted something. I don't know how to do that.
I would not.
No, can you imagine if I only got you Starbucks? Alex Teicher would have been like, where's my Starbucks?
I would not.
Lies! I would have seen it through your eyes. He would have ordered his own Starbucks in the middle of the show and been like, don't worry, I got my own.
Don't worry, I got my own.
I got my own.
Yeah.
So I just got everybody. Why
What's
not?
wrong with being passive aggressive?
It's annoying. Don't be passive aggressive. What? Say it with your chest. Don't be passive aggressive.
All right. Well, you mentioned it. DJ Alex Teicher, Tom Crady on the wheels of steel right there across from me. If it's Bree, it's for we. Brianna Muro's on the update desk.
It's the sweet one.
It is. And then rumor has it, a blast from the past, one of the old Fox Sports Radio producers wants to hang out with us. Some point in this hour, we're going to find out.
Oh, really? I ignored his text, so I thought he wasn't going to show up.
Oh, yeah, I didn't pick up either.
Good. All he wants is some of the free Starbucks. That's what I heard.
I didn't even I ignored his text on accident.
We have so much going on in the world of sports. The NBA schedule is officially out. We got some drama in the SEC. We got NFL preseason football. I know you're so excited about that.
Oh, I can't wait to watch maybe Fernando Mendoza, because we're not going to see Carson Beck.
We are not going to see Carson
We're not going to see Carson Beck. And after the Hall of Fame game, all I wanted to see was Carson Beck.
I mean, he's all anyone wants to see at this point.
So we're not going to see that.
And I've been told you have some thoughts on Fernando Mendoza that we're going to get to.
Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait.
Do not disrespect my quarterback.
I'm not disrespecting him.
I feel like you're going to.
I'm not. What are you talking about?
We'll see. Our bottom of the hour, Kendall Valenzuela, fantasy expert. You know, fantasy drafts are right around the corner. I think our draft's coming up soon.
Is it?
I would assume so.
Who's in charge? You?
Not me.
Ricky?
Probably.
All right, Ricky.
Patrick, maybe?
No.
Somebody's in charge of it. Somebody
No
is
way.
in charge of the draft, and Kendall's going to give us the advice we need to win.
I need to know what to do.
All right, and then of course
1 through
Fowler
10.
Fair in hour number 3. Before we get to all that, I gotta let you know, be sure to check out our YouTube channel. It's going on right there in front of us. You can watch us live on YouTube right now. Just Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. After you've done that, tap the thumbs up icon and comment away. Let us know who you agree with, who you don't. It's probably me. Go check out your YouTube channel and watch us live right now. Just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. our YouTube numbers are going to be fantastic today.
Yes, they are.
Because every time Monse is on The Odd Couple, even if it's just at the bottom of the hour, the numbers skyrocket.
Oh.
We're getting you for 3 hours today.
That's right.
I'm expecting
Oh,
a new
God.
record. Oh, God.
What a treat.
Oh, God. I'm expecting a new record. Is that fair?
Sure. And what about tomorrow? Because we're here tomorrow.
Then we're
too.
going to set another record.
Another
Now,
record.
Monse,
Another
I
one.
have to say this for Rob Parker. Are we going to sell the game-used jersey from today?
The game-worn T-shirt.
Thursday edition?
I need something that says Odd Couple on it. I'm
I
not
could do
giving you.
that for
I'm not
you.
giving you
I could do that.
my plain black tee that goes a long way with anything.
Maybe we'll give you one of the jerseys that I just had retired. We'll talk about that later. Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, it is The Odd Couple. Again, big news going on in the world of sports. Preseason football kicking off here in a minute. NBA schedule. We're going to start with this. This is the dumbest and the greatest story that I've seen all week. Bree mentioned it at the update. Yesterday, we found out in the wee overnight hours that Jayden Daniels, quarterback of the Washington Commanders, has sent a letter to LSU indicating that they could no longer use his name, image, and likeness. They say that part of it is that their contract with him ran out after, I think, 6 months after he left the school. But most importantly, they're upset, and he's upset, that the team decided to give away his number 5 jersey to LSU sophomore cornerback DJ Pickett. And in fact, we also found out earlier today, that his camp has even demanded that the Tigers return his copy of his 2023 Heisman Trophy. The school has no intention to do so. Lane Kiffin saying, I'm trying to mediate this whole thing, but so far it's not going well. Your thoughts on Jayden Daniels being King Petty right now?
Oh, it's ridiculous. I honestly don't get it. And I get to some people numbers matter. And this is one of those situations where life is unfair sometimes. Jayden Daniels, life is unfair. You went to LSU where a guy 4 years prior went undefeated, won the Natty and the Heisman, and there's an iconic photo of him smoking a cigar that we're never going to forget. Never. So you're up against that, which is not fair to you. I feel like Chet Holmgren at one point in his life was like, I'm going to go in the NBA and I'm going to be a unicorn and I'm going to be so awesome. And then Wemby comes along and is like, hold my beer. Life is unfair sometimes. Okay. So in this situation with Jayden Daniels, I honestly to me, none of this makes him look good. None of it. The losses that he had in his year, I think they lost 3 games. They were all against ranked teams. He didn't participate in their bowl game after it was all said and done. He also transferred there. I know played 2 years at LSU, but it's LSU, Rob G, out of the SEC. Like, if you would have maybe stayed at Arizona State, maybe you could have had your jersey retired. And this leads me to my next point.
Okay.
Who benefited more? LSU helped Jayden Daniels or Jayden Daniels helped LSU? LSU, I think, helped Jayden Daniels get that Heisman Trophy. He would not have gotten that had he not gone to LSU. And it's just, again, it's unfair. Life is unfair at times. But because of all of that, it just, to me, I don't know why you would want this type of chatter surrounding your name when you're getting ready to go play in the NFL when there's a lot of pressure on you. People are wondering if your rookie season was a fluke. And with what the Commanders did last year, injuries and all that. So people are wondering, there's a lot of pressure on Jayden Daniels. I don't know why you would want this chatter surrounding that. And then to come out with your own statement and then say, I respect LSU. I've been focused on training camp. I hope this can be resolved privately. Papi, it's not. We're all talking about it. None of this is being resolved privately.
It's not private at all.
In any way, shape, or form. And so I don't know where this came from. It's just, it's a number. I get it. You, Jayden Daniels, will always go down as the LSU Heisman Trophy winner of 2023. No one's ever going to take that away from you. But now people are like, oh, do I have to? If you're an LSU fan, do you have to pick a side? Because I feel like you're going to pick Joe Burrow. Like, because the description in the ESPN story brought up the comparison of Joe Burrow. We're not pulling this out of nowhere. This was in the story.
Right.
So it's like, are you forcing Tigers fans to have to decide? Again, all they got to show you is that iconic cigar photo of Joe Burrow. I just feel like I don't know what advice he got, who he got it from, but it's not good advice. Your name was awesome. You were always going to be a LSU great. Not that you're not, but now we're talking about this and you want your trophy? Like, none of this is, I don't like any of it for him. Because Jayden Daniels, his character, everybody likes him as a person. There's nothing, you know what I'm saying? And so I hate this for him because it is like, who gave you this advice? It's not good advice, Mom.
Mom? It probably was his mom.
Mom?
Yeah. Monse, that opinion was so left, it can't be right. All right. Usually you're so right you can't turn left or flip it. You're
I can't wait for you to tell me how I'm wrong.
There is something to be said about standing on business. And I have no issue with anybody. You just mentioned that you felt you had to ask everybody in the studio if they wanted Starbucks. And I said, yeah, but because if Alex didn't get offered, he would have got his own later and would have said, hey, don't worry, I got my own. And would have been petty about it.
Mm-hmm.
I have no issue with being petty.
This is not being petty. This is being stupid.
This is being 1,000% petty. And he is well within his rights to do so because not everything is for sale nowadays. There's something to be said about, you know what? I don't think I'm going to let you wear that jersey because there's only been 2 other Heisman winners in LSU football history. You mentioned Joe Burrow, the greatest season ever. And this other guy, Billy Cannon, from the 1959 season. They retired his jersey the year after he won it.
What year was that? Sorry.
1960.
Okay, great.
Retired.
So lifetime
there's
ago.
only been 3.
Mm-hmm.
2 of those jerseys have never been given out. This other one was given out. And why was it given out? Because they decided the only way they were going to get this 5-star cornerback named DJ Pickett was if they gave him number 5. Because they could not sell their football program. They could not sell national championship aspirations under Brian Kelly. They could not sell the idea that you could create your own legacy or even wear number 7 like all the great defensive backs have worn at LSU. Instead, DJ Pickett and his camp being his dad, said themselves to The Advocate, never heard of them, but he said, if they would have been told us during the recruiting process that they said, hey, number 5's not being issued, we can't promise you number 5, we'll talk to Jayden and see what he has to say. If he gives his blessing, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Then we would have moved forward. So you're telling me that a 17, 18-year-old high school kid has so much gravitas over LSU football that he can tell you, whatever millions you're offering me in NIL, whatever deals you're willing to give me, unless I get number 5, I am not coming to your football program. Then I don't want you in my football program because LSU is supposed to be one of the powerhouses. That's what they say. That's the reason that they said that Lane Kiffin had to go from Ole Miss to LSU because this is a big step in the world of college football. And so for Jayden Daniels to be now the only Heisman winner in their program's history, to have his jersey given out to another player, in this case, a sophomore who has played 1 season, I have no issue with him being upset about it. And if you're going to treat me differently than you treated your other Heisman players, then yes, give me my trophy back too. Because it obviously doesn't mean as much to you as it does to me.
Are you done? I'm crashing the car? Because you've crashed it.
Okay.
I thought you were making a U-turn and fixing it. I think you just crashed it.
All right.
Okay, so LSU, it's about LSU.
Yes.
LSU can do whatever they want. It is about LSU. It is not about Jayden Daniels. That's the big picture here. You just said it. And if LSU wants to give a number out, it is them. They're damn right to. The first guy you mentioned with the Heisman?
Yes.
Won a natty, right?
Billy Cannon.
Won a natty, won 2?
I'm almost positive he did.
He won. Okay. Jayden Daniels did not. So there's the first difference when it comes to him.
But you don't have to win a natty to get a Heisman.
But you're using those two as comparisons as to why it should be the same. But they're not.
But it has been the same.
No. The 3 Heisman winners, one of them did not win a natty. So already it's not exactly the same. Now, I can't take credit for this information, but Sleeper College Football on Twitter X posted the last 10 Heisman winners' jerseys numbers after they left. What happened?
Yes.
So in 2025, Fernando Mendoza, his number, worn the next year. 2024, Travis Hunter, retired number. 2023, Jayden Daniels, the number is going to be worn on defense. Caleb Williams, retired number. Bryce Young, the number was worn 2 years after. Devontae Smith, worn the next year. Joe Burrow, not worn since. Kyler Murray, worn the next year. Baker Mayfield, worn 4 years after. Lamar Jackson, worn the next year. Mm-hmm. This is not new. This isn't a dig at Jayden Daniels. This is just the bigger picture of things, and it's about LSU in the future. Right. If it was about the past, then LSU would just wrap up shop.
They've already set their precedent. Those other schools you mentioned, USC, their precedent is if you win the Heisman, we retire your jersey.
Okay, but they didn't retire Joe Burrow's number.
But they haven't given it out.
That's right, but it's not retired.
Do you think they're going to give it out?
Fernando Valenzuela's number was not retired. It was just never given out until recently when he was put in the Ring of Honor as a veteran player.
Mm-hmm.
But Fernando Valenzuela's number was not up in the rafters, even though it was never given out. It was clearly not retired. It was just not given out.
Do you think they're ever going to give out Joe Burrow's number at LSU?
Probably not. But he went undefeated.
They both won Heismans.
I understand that, but there is still a difference between an A+ and an A.
I wish you were sitting down for this conversation.
No, I'm
the
standing.
fact that you're standing
I'm
up
standing.
makes it uncomfortable.
She's taller than you and she's standing.
I don't know.
I'm actually not taller than him, even though I'm
once.
standing. But he didn't know I stood.
I didn't know.
He didn't know.
You stand on business.
I stand on business, and I stand when I'm doing a show.
Yeah. All right. See, this is what you got to expect for the next 3 hours here on The Odd Couple. Monty's yelling at me, and she's standing up and slamming her hands on the table. All right.
It looks like little claps, you know?
Well, the good thing is I think you and I are going to agree on this next topic because there is a quarterback situation going on in the NFL that makes zero sense, I think, to either one of us.
Okay.
And we'll get into that next. It is The Odd Couple with me, Rob G Monse Bolaños to my left, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington in Atlanta. This is The Odd Couple on a TV theme song Thursday, right here on Fox Sports Radio. Baseball season is in full swing, and there's no better place to be than Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform. The first place Brewers are currently trading at 10% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out over $1,000 if they can get the job done in October. They've got great top-end pitching and an opportunistic batting lineup. So don't be surprised if they make a deep run this fall. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position, which is awesome. Download the Kalshi app and use code ODD to get to $500 in bonus credits when you trade $25. That's code ODD to get up to $500 in bonus credits when you trade $25. Kalshi, 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 trade on anything.
Restrictions and eligibility apply. Not available in all states and must be 18 plus. Trading involves significant risk. Consider if it's appropriate for your financial circumstances. Prices and value may differ and some markets may not be active. See Kalshi.com/regulatory for more.
But first, we got to start with the big news of the day. Apologies to UCLA legend Russell Westbrook. The Los Angeles Lakers have been sold. That's right. They have been sold. They had just got purchased like a year ago for $10 billion. Instead, they got sold today for $12.5 billion to businessmen Josh Kushner and Bob Iger. If those names sound familiar, it's because Kushner is part of the Trump family tree, and Bob Iger used to run Disney. So those are names you would know and you probably should know. And I'm just going to say this about the whole situation. If you are a Laker fan like myself, like Ephraim Salam, it's a dark day for us right now. Because history says when you get new ownership in the NBA, it doesn't go well. I believe it was Bill Simmons who coined the phrase new owner syndrome. That is a very real, a very spectacular thing. Most recently, we saw it happen in Dallas. Patrick Dumont comes in. Team had just made the NBA Finals. And less than a year later, Nico Harrison's in his ear like Littlefinger, has him trade away Luka Doncic. Why? Because he thought he needed to shake things up. Before that, Matt Ishbia in Phoenix. Apologies to Bree. She's nodding there in agreement. He shows up. He's like, you know what? I got to make a splash. I got to make something happen. I need to put my fingerprints on this team. Let me trade away Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, all of our picks for Kevin Durant. Then I'm going to double down a year after and trade whatever other picks I have for Bradley Beal. They had to dump both of those guys unceremoniously just to get back into the black. And they're probably stuck in play in purgatory for the next 5 to 6 years because of it. Before that, Joe Tsai in Brooklyn buys the team, and he's like, you know what? I got to make a splash. First thing I'm going to do, I am going to sign Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant in free agency. KD off an Achilles injury. Kyrie, of course, couldn't predict COVID. That was a whole different ball of wax. But then what he did is, I'm going to double and triple down. I am going to trade for James freaking Harden. I think those guys played about 8 games together before it was all broken up again. Alex Rodriguez in Minnesota, a team that just made the Western Conference Finals. He says, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to trade away Karl Anthony Towns because I can't afford to pay the luxury tax. I'm not going to do it. And if you are the Lakers and you have a team that is now being purchased by Kushner and Iger, you have to be very concerned because these guys, much like the previous owners, are going to be hell-bent to do one of two things. One, they're going to be like Ishbia and say, I am going to put my fingerprints on this team. I'm going to show you that I know better than most. That's why I'm so successful. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to backfire. Or number 2, and this is more likely, you're going to be like Alex Rodriguez. You're going to say, hey, I came in to make money first and foremost. I am not here because I am a Laker fan. I am not here because I'm even a basketball fan. I am here because this is damn good business. And if you want to know what kind of businessmen you have coming now in Los Angeles, let me give you some updates, all right? I don't want to get into the the Josh Kushner stuff of it because Wikipedia and Google is free. And there's a lot of scandal involved in some of the dealings that he's been involved with and his investment group with his brother. You can look that up yourself. But Bob Iger is the name you probably do know, right? Because everyone knows Disney, everyone knows ESPN and ABC. Bob Iger had to come out and admit publicly that one of the reasons why his tenure in Disney ended so spectacularly with so many box office flops and creative missteps is because he was worried about quantity over quality. That he says, I'm going to keep going to the well for the Marvels, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Solo, a Star Wars story, all of these, what do they call AI slop nowadays? Anything he could do to turn a quick buck. He was not interested in making a good product. He was interested in making money. What's different about these guys and the Mark Walter situation is when Mark Walter came in with the Dodgers, the expectation from the Dodgers was, hey, we've already seen what this guy can do. He is going to reinvest into the team. I think 70% of their profits went back into the roster. He is going to put people in place to make a smart team using the the Lakers brand the same way he did for the Dodgers. These guys, these two in particular, have shown they are more interested in the bottom line than anything else. So if you're a Lakers fan, the idea that now, hey, we're $12.5 billion. We've got the deepest owner pockets in basketball. Pump the brakes. It's not going to be good. Thank you for playing new theme songs, or newer at least.
All day.
That's right. When we play a Funky Flashback Friday tomorrow, can we get like 2006 jams?
That's
Say
a
less.
good one.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's
Say
a
less.
flashback for us.
It is.
Maybe not
It
Rob
is.
Barker. So, all right. It is the Odd Couple Me, Rob G Monse Bolaños, sitting in for Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington on a TV theme song Thursday. I want to let you know, if you work in logistics, you know nothing moves without you. Company needs skilled people now, and Express Employment Professionals can help you find contract or full-time work that fits at no cost to you. Visit expresspros.com. Get support, get options, and get to work. Kendall Valenzuela, Fantasy Football, coming up in about 5 minutes. Talk to her, get some thoughts on how to win your draft this season. But before we went to break, before we paused for the cause, we mentioned that there is a quarterback situation in the NFL that makes zero sense to either one of us. And that is going on right now in Cleveland. They have a quarterback battle that, according to The Athletic, features the 31st and 35th ranked quarterbacks in football. And they have decided that they are going to have Deshaun Watson start preseason week 1, Shedeur start preseason week 2, and hopefully make a decision from there. And I'm just going to say this quickly. The idea of a quarterback battle between Deshaun Watson and anybody is just stupid, because he has not been a good quarterback in years, even before the Achilles injuries, right?
Was this before the Heisman Trophy for Jayden Daniels? Right? It was before that. Yeah. Even before that.
So he's only played 19 games because of suspension injuries since he got to the Browns 2022. He has a 33.1 total QBR since joining the team. That is last in the league, all right? His season that he had his best season there, right, before he got hurt, through his first 6 games in terms of QBR, across any 6 games in NFL history, his QBR of 22.4 would have ranked 558 out of 566.
Oof.
So I know you owe him a lot of money, but when you have a quarterback on a rookie contract, which is they have 2, Shedeur Sanders, Dillon Gabriel, I don't care how good those guys are. The cheat code in football is quarterback on rookie deal.
Mm-hmm.
If it's close at all between Shedeur and Deshaun Watson, there is no good reason to even consider Deshaun Watson.
I'm with you 100%. I feel like with Deshaun Watson, it's been so long that we have seen him play, as you mentioned, at a high level where you feel comfortable in saying that's going to come back. That, what we saw with the Houston Texans, it's right there. We just need to let him get back out there. There's no
it's so
way.
Close.
It's so, you guys, I can see it. Even with all the injuries, he's so close to being that guy. And it's like, it's been so far removed. I don't know how you believe that. And so for me, it's like with Deshaun Watson, I feel like you kind of know exactly what you're getting, and it's not good. With Shedeur Sanders, I actually don't know what I'm going to get.
I don't
know. Last season, remember, he got no reps with the first team. It was very little.
all of camp.
All of camp. So it's like, I don't know what Shedeur Sanders is actually capable of. And to me, that's way more intriguing. That's better for my team. That's the easy answer.
Of course.
I don't get it.
It makes zero sense, but it's typical of the Cleveland Browns, right?
Yeah.
Because they continue to make the wrong decision after over and over and over and over. And you mentioned it. Shedeur Sanders, Rob Parker points out, like, he was the worst quarterback in football last season. Even worse than J.J. McCarthy, just statistically.
Well, listen, I don't believe that.
But that's what
I watched. I saw.
He has numbers to. Well, I gave him numbers to support it.
There
right?
you go.
This whole thing works.
I don't. Sometimes those numbers don't support it. Okay, I have eyes.
He did have flashes, right? He had one big game, I think, against Tennessee. He had, some big time throws against my Raiders. And you mentioned he didn't have any training camp reps with the first team. Mm-hmm. He didn't get any reps during preseason with them. He didn't get any reps with them during the season until he was thrown into it. So why not find out if he's any good? Like, just say, hey, we're going to go into this season. We're not going to be a good team, whether you're the quarterback or not.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see if potentially you could be our franchise quarterback. And if you can't, we're going to lose enough games where we're going to march for Arch, or we're going to crash the car for CJ, or whatever the slogan is for the college guys. But at least we'll know. If you go with Deshaun Watson, or even you give Deshaun Watson the keys to the kingdom for a month or 2 months, whatever, and then you go to Shedeur, all you're doing is delaying the inevitable, because you don't know what you have in Shedeur Sanders. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what they're doing in Cleveland.
And when things go bad with Deshaun Watson, the fan base is going to be like, we told you.
We've been telling you.
We've been saying it for years at this point. So again, what are you getting out of it? What reward at all?
None.
If he even does have a okay outing, like, what are you going to get? He's going to take you somewhere far? No, he's not. So yeah, you owe him a lot of money, but that's where you are.
That's his sunk cost already.
Move on and look at your future, because you're not contenders this year, real contenders, regardless of the decision you make. So look towards your future.
Well, if you want to contend in fantasy football, you need to talk to our next guest, Kendall Valenzuela from Fantasy Life. She's a senior analyst over there. She can help you get ready for your draft. But right now, if it's Bree, it's for we at the update desk. What's up, Bree?
What's up, guys? This is like a dream come true for me, seeing both of you in that studio right now. So I am living a dream. Also a dream. We are 27 days away until week 1 of the NFL season. Seattle, due to a rib injury, they take on the Raiders at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And in baseball, the Field of Dreams game is getting ready to get underway between the Phillies and Twins. A little bit earlier, Caleb Durbin hit a grand slam to help the Red Sox snap a 5-game losing streak. They shut out the Blue Jays 7-0. Tigers shut out the Guardians 3-0. And Freddie Freeman is in the lineup today for the Dodgers after he fell in the Royals dugout last night. That was terrifying. So thank gosh he is in the lineup. That was really scary. He was day to day. So good to go. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Brianna Muro, my girl over at the news desk.
Thanks,
and
Bri.
now, yes, thank you, Bri. I think she manifested this, by the way.
I think she did too.
She started this, putting us together, us Latinos.
She wanted it to happen.
She did. 2 Latinos, 2 short Latinos walking to a bar. We'll finish that on the other end.
You haven't heard
maybe.
that story
You
before.
haven't heard that one at all. We have Kenzo Valenzuela, Fantasy Life Senior Analyst. Give a follow at K Valenzuela17 on X. Hello.
Hello. How's it going, guys? Thanks so much for having me.
No, thank you for joining us on this Thursday. We're so excited to chat with you because fantasy football season is just around the corner. We're all getting ready for our drafts. So tell me, if I get the number 1 draft pick, who should I take? Let's just start there because I really don't. I'm not going to get the number 1, but just in case.
You get to sit back and you get to enjoy yourself, whatever you're drinking on draft night. You literally just get to sit back and say, I get Jahmyr Gibbs with the 101 overall pick. I think it's a toss-up, right? If you've got the 101 or 102, I think it's so close between Jahmyr Gibbs and Bijan Robinson. But when you're looking at these 2 running backs, I think the thing that you're going to tend to lean to is Jahmyr Gibbs is on the better offense. So you're going to see these 2 running backs go kind of side by side. But if you've got the 101, you sit back, enjoy it because you get Jahmyr Gibbs, who's just going to be fantastic this season with David Montgomery kind of out of the picture with this, high-scoring offense. So you get to enjoy it.
Well, speaking of running backs, Saquon Barkley this time last year was in that conversation for 101, right? And then either due to workload or the offensive line falling off or both, he slipped. Now this year, depending on where you shop around for your rankings, he's somewhere in the number 10 range, RB10.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to have a bounce-back season?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't stress enough how bad Kevin Patullo was last season. That was the Eagles offensive coordinator. Eagles fans right now are yes, applauding, thank goodness that guy's out of there. But it wasn't the thing was that offense was just run so poorly by Patullo. So when you look at Saquon Barkley, I think regression was inevitable from 2024 because it was such an extreme. But last season, 71 yards per game, 0.44 touchdowns per game, it wasn't a good look. He had injuries too. He had the groin injury, a knee injury, some stingers as well. And so the offensive line too, you had Landon Dickerson, you have Cam Jurgens, you had all these guys that were a little bit banged up. And so to me, I think that I look at this offense this season and I get really excited. We have so many new offensive coordinators in town, but Saquon Barkley is just a prime talent. And, when you're looking at him, he's averaged, a 15% target share in 5 healthy, Eagles seasons in 5 seasons that we've seen for him. So I look at him and he's such a smash pick at the 1-2 turn. That's usually where you're going to see him. And yeah, if you're in the back half of these drafts, you're usually looking at maybe getting 2 running backs. You can start your draft with James Cook, Saquon Barkley, sometimes Ashton Genty, Saquon Barkley, or Kenneth Walker. And I think that's such a big move for how healthy these running backs have stayed. So yeah, I'm looking at a huge bounce back season from Saquon too.
Before we move on from running backs, let's chat real quick about Christian McCaffrey. You talked about being healthy and what he was the only one that was healthy last year for the 49ers.
Takes all comers.
So how do you see him still having as successful of a season? I mean, he has mileage on him, but how do you value him in comparison even to Saquon?
Yeah, I think you're going to find people this year that are split again. Last season, I didn't draft Christian McCaffrey, and I was kind of bit by it, right? Because you had him stay fully healthy. I'm staying the course this year. If you're in the middle of drafts, that's usually where you're going to find yourself having to pick between CMC, Jonathan Taylor, Amon-Ra St. Brown. So he was good, but it's because he was good in the passing game as well. Like, rushing efficiency wasn't as good last season, but he plays in a great scheme under, like, Kyle Shanahan. They've got the number 8 consensus offensive line for us at fantasylife.com. So I'm saying I'm staying away just because of the workload from last season, but he's one of those guys where if you look at him and he's technically a high-risk, high-reward player, like, he can help you win a league like he did last season. He's this high-end dual-threat running back, and he's got this archetype that can just kind of soar in fantasy like we've seen before. It's just the question of how many touches did he get last season? Is he able to kind of overcome the injury bug that we've seen from him before? And I'm saying no. I'd rather have him on Ross St. Brown, who is just such a solid wide receiver and just gives you so many good seasons. Like, wide receiver 3 finishes every time that he's come into the league. So it's just one of those things where I'd rather go tried and true at receiver than kind of risk it on CMC again.
Well, Kendall, speaking of tried and true wide receivers, we would have said that about Justin Jefferson up until last season, right? Because the quarterback situation was so terrible. Now Kyler Murray's under center. Of course he's going to be better than J.J. McCarthy. Even his worst case scenario is going to be better than J.J. McCarthy. So how much better is he going to be, though, with Kyler Murray than he was with J.J. McCarthy?
Yeah, that's a question. Like, I play the fun game sometimes when I'm on my shows, and I go, if we could see a final stat line for any player before this fantasy season starts, like, who would we want to pick? And there's always, questions about maybe loaded wide receiver rooms like, Jacksonville and who's going to come out on top. But, like, my answer to that is Justin Jefferson, because, like you said, it can't get much worse. I was happy that they already just picked Kyler Murray to be their QB1 to start the season because we didn't have to play this game where we had to wait till, days before the season started. But, like, it was so bad. And it was crazy because he had a career-high 30.1% target share. And last season, you saw career lows from him. It was one of these seasons where you just looked around and you say, how can he only have, a little over 1,000 yards, 2 touchdowns, and his catch rate was 60%. So I think he gets better. Kyler Murray, people are going to not like Kyler Murray just because of what he's done for us in the past and what he hasn't done for fantasy. But I think how much J.J. McCarthy totally nukes Jefferson's value. He's usually one of these players that because of his talent and athleticism, he's quarterback proof. And it was like, I think J.J. McCarthy was the outlier. So to me, when I look at this Kevin O'Connell system, he's been able to get really good seasons out of like just good or fine quarterbacks. And Kyler Murray, I think, is a step above that. So I think I'm upgrading Justin Jefferson. I still think he's a low-end, wide receiver 1. We've got the Vikings projected still for like 230 passing yards per game, which is like not great, but still something I think that Kyler Murray is going to look downfield. He's going to say, where's Justin Jefferson? And he's going to get the ball to him. So I still think he's a really good mid to late round 1 pick for this season.
You are listening to The Odd Couple with Robert Guerra. I am Monse Bolaños, and we are talking to Kendall Valenzuela, Fantasy Life Senior Analyst. Kendall, let's talk about tight ends because I feel like some people, some fantasy experts are kind of pushing out there. If you don't go high on a tight end in the first 2-3 rounds, just wait until the end and don't worry about it. Do you think that's, if you don't get someone good early on, just forget about tight ends?
I will say that's usually, that's been my approach. It's like a first or last mentality because I think the tight end landscape in fantasy, and everyone knows this when you play, right? The difference between the tight end 8 and the tight end 12 usually in just total fantasy points is separated by 10 or 12 points. So if you don't have these elite guys, at the end of the day, you might be looking around and just streaming. And so to me, if I don't get, and my tight end 1, and I think the consensus tight end 1 overall this season is Brock Bowers. I think that with a little bit of an upgraded offensive line, talk about an offensive line that couldn't get worse. We're hoping they can't get worse, but to me, it's Brock Bowers. It's Trey McBride, even though we don't love the Arizona Cardinals. It's Jacoby Brissett, but he's going to drop back to pass a ton until maybe they go to their rookie. And so I think if you're not getting those 2 guys, including also Tyler Warren, I would throw Tucker Kraft in there as well and Colston Loveland. To me, if I don't get those 5 guys, I look around and I say there's so much value on the board if you're choosing between, someone like Kyle Pitts and maybe a Christian Watson who could have a wide receiver 1 season and finally stay healthy and give you those numbers. So I think to me, I do like that mentality. Now, if it's a tight end premium league, we're having a totally different conversation where these guys are going to fly off the board. But yeah, first or last mentality for me because I also think there's really solid, later round picks. George Kittle is going far too late for someone that looks like he's going to be able to start the season healthy and in week 1.
Crazy.
Mark Andrews, Mark Andrews is someone like, yes, he's old, but Isaiah Likely's now off the Ravens. And I think that Lamar Jackson's actually going to drop back to pass a little bit more and we're going to see him run a little bit less. So that means it's Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews. So there are all these guys that are later that aren't the sexiest names in the world. Like, you're not going to be like, yes, I got Mark Andrews. But at the end of the day, with how little we get in fantasy point value between, the number 5 tight end off the board and then, the guy that comes in 12, it's just something that you can consider. If you don't get those, like I said, top 5s, I'm willing to wait for some of these later round guys.
Kendall, when the bye weeks hit, that Travis Kelce 5 for 37 is going to look fantastic. Right? We are going to be so excited about that. All right, last one from me. We know mobile quarterbacks are the cheat code in fantasy. Josh Allen's won me some leagues. Lamar Jackson's won me some leagues. Jayden Daniels, we argued about at the top of the show. He's going to win some leagues a couple of years ago. So with that in mind, how do you rank or how do you sort out guys like Matthew Stafford, Dak Prescott, Joe Burrow, who would prefer to just stand in the pocket and sling it around? How do you navigate their true value when you're drafting?
I think the only one that's like a true, like one of these pocket passers that doesn't give you much on the ground is Joe Burrow, but I think he actually just holds up with I think he's in the same tier as Jayden Daniels and Jalen Hurts and, some of those guys, because while he doesn't bring you anything on the ground, that through the air, he's got the weapons. This is a high-flying attack with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. And so we've seen it before where he's able to, uphold 2 fantasy-relevant wide receivers. And I look at him, and it's hard for kind of a pocket passer to make that tier, but I think Burrow's like the lone exception. Like, he is one of the best pure passers, I should say, in the NFL. He's got 2 great weapons. He's still in his prime. It's just the health factor, right? So Joe Burrow is one of my most drafted quarterbacks. Could that come back to kill me? Absolutely. It scares me every single day. But when he came back from the turf toe, right, he was averaging 20.6 points per game. He was the QB8 over the final 6 games. So to me, while he doesn't have the mobility of some of these other guys, he's an elite passer. And so that's why I keep him on my radar. Other guys like Stafford's fine. I would much rather, though, if you're waiting on quarterback and you're thinking to yourself, well, I didn't get Caleb Williams. I wasn't able to get the Jackson Darts of the world. I think Trevor Lawrence is going too late, but he's kind of more of a mobile quarterback. But I think people sleep too much on Dak Prescott and Brock Purdy. Dak Prescott doesn't bring much with his legs anymore. We kind of know that, but he's one of the few quarterbacks who can deliver massive passing yards. And this team, while they, short up their defense a little bit more, I think that's going to be better. We still consider them playing from behind, and that's perfect game scripts for fantasy. So don't sleep on those guys, especially Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott. If I wait too long in my drafts and I'm looking around and I'm saying, man, who's still on the board? I take like a sigh of relief, and I know I'm going to be okay if Dak and Brock Purdy are over there. And same with Joe Burrow, but he goes pretty early.
Her name is Kendall Valenzuela, Fantasy Live senior analyst. Thank you so much for joining the Odd Couple, Kendall. We appreciate it.
Amazing, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thank you. Coming up next.
She knows ball.
She does know ball.
She knows ball.
Knows more ball
Girl.
than I do. Jeez. We have found a quarterback in the NFL that is too quarterbacky, even for Monse. We'll get to that next. It is The Odd Couple with me, Rob G Monse Bolaños, sitting in for Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. This is The Odd Couple on Fox Sports Radio. Well, you know who doesn't have a job anymore? But this one's by choice, all right? He didn't get fired. He didn't get fired on his day off. UCLA legend Russell Westbrook has officially announced his retirement from the NBA. Clap it up one time for Russ, for the Brody. And when I saw the news come across the ticker, of course, got lost a lot of the Laker news, of course. My first thought when I read it was, it's a shame what's happened to Russell Westbrook and the discourse surrounding Russell Westbrook. Because I am a Laker fan, you're a Laker fan. We lived through the Russell Westbrook experience.
Yes, we did.
It was not fun.
It was not good.
It was very difficult. It really
very uncomfortable.
It tested your patience in a lot of ways. That I totally agree with you. However, I maintain that the reason why Russell Westbrook, especially in the last 4 or 5 years or so, has become a punchline to a lot of people, especially on NBA Twitter, is because specifically he played with LeBron James. And it's not LeBron's fault specifically. It's not anything that he did or didn't do publicly or maybe even privately that I know about. It is that LeBron James has a sea of sycophants, both on television, radio, podcast, print media, what have you, that are very quick to give him the credit when things go great and even quicker to blame somebody else when they don't.
Okay.
And because Russell Westbrook and his style of play is very loud, when he makes a bad play or he misses a shot, it is also very loud. He does not just miss a shot softly off the front of the rim. He will hit the side of the backboard, right? He will not just turn the ball over in the flow of the action. He will turn it over with about 45 seconds left in a 2-point game, right? Because he plays the first 47 minutes just as hard as he plays the last minute. And sometimes that's great. Sometimes it is absolutely horrible. But because he played with LeBron James and because he played with the Lakers and because that tenure ended so spectacularly, the last few years of Russell Westbrook's NBA career has been people taking pot shots at him, people poking fun at him, anonymous scouts, GMs, and coaches calling the Miami Heat and saying, if you want to win, you do not bring this guy to your franchise. And because of that, people have completely forgotten that Russell Westbrook, right now, amongst all-time NBA point guards, is first in points, first in rebounds, first in triple-doubles, fourth in assists. He and LeBron James, only two players, the only two in the history of the NBA to have 25,000 points and 10,000 assists. People forget, again, because of the way things spiraled out of control here in LA, that from 2016 to 2021, he averaged 26, 10, and 10 and made the triple-double a normal occurrence on a Tuesday night. His net rating was plus 6.7. So for all the crap people gave him about running around like a chicken with his head cut off, his teams were demonstrably better when he was on the court doing his thing than when he wasn't. He only played 65 games with the Washington Wizards, and yet he has shattered their franchise record for triple-doubles. He had 38 of them in 65 games.
Wow.
So while he may not be LeBron James, he may not be Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Russell Westbrook is a damn good NBA player, or was a damn good NBA player. He is arguably between the third and the sixth greatest point guard who ever lived. He is a first ballot, no doubt about it, rock solid Hall of Famer. But again, playing in Los Angeles, playing with LeBron James, didn't go very well. SpongeBob SquarePants. He became
SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Bob SquarePants.
SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Okay.
That's the only one Rob Parker does know.
I'm a woman.
There was a lot of women last night at Magic City at
Oh,
Men
God.
TNA night. I'll tell you that much.
Even if they weren't, it's okay.
Oh, no, I saw the videos. Oh, my gosh. I didn't know they allowed cell phones in there. It is The Odd Couple with me, Rob G Monse Bolaños, sitting in for Rob Parker. Kelvin Washington on a TV theme song Thursday. I want to let you know if you miss any of today's show, be sure to catch the podcast. Just search Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. Please follow the podcast, rate it 5 stars, and provide a review. Again, just search The Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. You'll find today's full show and the best of version posted right after the end of the program. Monse,
Jess.
I heard through the grapevine
Jess?
that you have a bone to pick with my quarterback,
I don't
Fernando
have a bone to
Mendoza,
pick.
who's making his NFL debut in about 10 minutes.
What are we talking? I don't have a bone to pick. I understand Fernando Mendoza.
You understand what
I
about Fernando Mendoza?
understand that he does not want to fully immerse himself in the Las Vegas Strip. I get it. I get it. I respect it. You've got other things
Here's
to
the
worry
exact
about.
quote, in case you guys don't know what she's talking about. He said to Mike Silver, the Strip is, quote, like a boogeyman. A lot of people talk about the Strip like you don't want to go there. It's like when you're a kid, you're trick-or-treating, there's a haunted house. You're trying not to go over there.
Well, let me tell you, I'm trying to go into the haunted house. I'm trying to go on the Las Vegas Strip. That's what your girl's trying to do. Don't play. You too, Rob G.
I am. I was
you
just there.
too. And I get it, because imagine telling his teammates that have been the Las Vegas Raiders for a few years now, hey, I've never been to the Strip. Like, what should I do? If you told me that and we were going to be in Las Vegas, I would give you the full Vegas Strip experience.
Okay.
You would be throwing up by the end of it. And if you're not, then I didn't do my job.
Right.
Then I didn't do my job. So I get what he is saying. It's better to stay away because you can't dabble in it a little bit. You either go in there and do the Las Vegas Strip, especially if you've never done it, or you stay away from it because you don't need that life right now. He's got other things to worry about.
Okay.
So I get it. I respect it. But yeah, if
You don't sound like you respect it.
I get it. I'm just saying, I'll take you, Fernando Mendoza. I will show you what Las Vegas Strip life is like. You can come too. We can show him what it's like.
We can.
And then he'll be like, and this is why I didn't do it.
All right, I'm speaking as somebody who has taken it upon themselves because people did it for me, so I got to pay it forward. When you turn 21, it is my obligation, if you're younger than me, to take you to Vegas and show you how to do Vegas. Because not everybody knows how to do it,
Correct.
right? They come out of pocket for everything, which is not smart. You don't go to the promoters. You don't know which clubs to go to, what kind of music they play, which bars are good, where they have cheap beer, where they don't, whatever, right? Having said that, the fact that my quarterback is so locked in on football that he's like, I'm not even going to walk on the Strip. Like the Strip is like, what is it? The red light district? And
Yes.
Like
For him it is.
Where there's prostitutes and cocaine everywhere.
For him it is.
Not everywhere.
But it's no. But it's enough. There's enough of that there. He knows he's doing the right thing. He's doing the right thing.
They have that stuff off Strip too.
Okay, well, he's not going there either. He's not going to old Las Vegas.
Downtown?
Downtown, there we go. He's not going there. He's focused.
Yes, he's locked in on ball.
He's locked in. He needs
That's
to bump.
why he's going to be a success story in the NFL.
I hope so. I'm rooting for him.
While your quarterback's out there getting lap dances at Magic City and buying bottle service, my quarterback's in the locker room.
Why is he catching strays right now? Why is Justin Herbert catching strays? Let him be.
Any hypothetical quarterback, maybe not just him, but he probably is too.
He probably is too.
Or he did at least. before he got engaged.
He's just getting his hair played with during practice. That's it. That's it. He's
My
not on
quarterback
the
doesn't even
strip.
have hair long enough to be played with.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he
It's
does.
like a buzz cut.
Your hair can be played with.
He is so locked in right now.
He's so locked
That's why
in.
we're going to be 7-10
That's
this year.
cute. 7? Wow, that's a lot.
We might get 7.
I don't know about
No,
that.
we won't. We won't.
Maybe 5.
But between him and Kirk Cousins, we're going to have the most blessed quarterback room. I'm so excited about that. I wish it was a Worship Wednesday.
It would have been so good.
Yeah, it would have been good. Speaking of good, 2 more hours of The Odd Couple coming up. Thoughts on Puka Nacua, the NBA schedule, so much more. Keep it locked. Fox Sports Radio.
Is Monty coming back?
But I look at this and just say, all right, the valuation makes the NBA look extremely healthy. For the Lakers to be valued at $12.5 billion, that's great. My question is, like, do Kushner and Iger have enough capital to invest into this team to make them what they can be? Because we also have a story about Matt Ishba, who's lost about $600 million of wealth over the past, couple of years, betting on basically interest rates going down. And that's going to have an impact on the Phoenix Suns and how that team is run and the ability they have to build out a roster. So that's kind of the bigger picture conversation is like, when you pay that much for a franchise, are you still going to be liquid enough to be able to help them and really Luka Doncic build around this team?
I don't know. I don't know if they have the resources to do it, but I do know this. They had the resources to get it, as you mentioned, and that's some serious resources. What you do from there, I don't know that it even really matters, Q. I mean, the economics of it math out, right? This guy just cashed in for $2.5 billion profit on his investment. The value of this team is it would take a cataclysmic happening for it to lose the value that it holds. I mean, the Lakers brand is an established, historical, strong anchor brand. And it's in an amazing market. So to get your hands on this type of an asset, I mean, we often have the conversation sometimes. Do owners really get into it to win games, or do they get into it as it's an investment? Is it a place to place your money or whatever it may be that they're, what their financial plan or what they want their outcome to be? I sometimes wonder if winning is even part of the equation. You would hope so, and you would think so, because that's what's equated to sports. But there is another side. Like, some of these people that own these teams, they don't even like sports. They don't relate to athletes. It's an investment, and it's purely based off of a business decision, and they have the resources and the means to be able to do it. So, and people that don't relate to athletes, they're very different. They're very different than people who are athletes or relate to it. So I would say, if you're able to get a hold of an asset like this, I don't even know that it matters if they can put the resources behind it for the team to win.
Preseason is underway. The Bengals have taken a 10-0 lead over the Lions. 9.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Packers beating the Steelers 3-0. 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter. And the Patriots have a 3-0 lead over the Colts. 7.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. According to multiple sources, the Seahawks are expected to sign former Lions cornerback Terrion Arnold. Arnold had visited with the Texans, Saints, and Giants. The Cardinals are on the road in Vegas and have ruled out quarterback Carson Beck due to a rib injury. They take on the Raiders at 8 p.m. Eastern. Saints rookie wide receiver Jordan Tyson left practice with a lower leg injury and didn't return. Panthers running back Chuba Hubbard suffered a hamstring injury and is considered week to week. In Major League Baseball, the Field of Dreams game, the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead over the Twins, top of the second inning. I'm Brianna Miro.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 2 of the Odd Couple.
Number 2.
TV theme song Thursday. Right here on Fox Sports Radio. Me, Rob G Monse Bolaños, sitting in for Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington, who are both suited and booted at NABJ all this week. We'll see how many singles are left in their wallets after last night. Because rumor has it, a time was had at Men TNA night last night at Magic City.
What a place to have a...
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, God.
What a place to have a mentee night.
Oh, God. We're going to talk
Monse.
about that at the bottom of the hour.
It's the culture. You got to learn.
Yes.
It's an art form.
No, listen, I would have been there. I would have been there. Okay, Rob? I'll go. I will go to Magic City. All right? I will bring all the singles. I will do it.
Singles, you mean money or women?
Both.
Okay.
I got you.
Well, speaking of that, real quick, tangent. We talked about this yesterday on the One's Gotta Go segment, right, Alex, with Ephraim Salam. One's Gotta Go strip club features, right? So it's the cover charge to get in.
Okay.
It's the back row seating, the guys who are not actually paying any money. They're just back there watching.
Okay.
Right?
You're creepy.
That is creepy.
The kitchen, the champagne room, which is, of course, beyond the VIP room, but it goes like another level.
Sure.
And the last one was making it rain.
One's got to go?
Yes.
It's got to be the dudes in the back. Not.
It's really perverted.
Yeah, it's got to be the dudes in the back.
Like if you're
At least they're in the back. Not that I've been to many strip clubs, but I have been. There's times where I see the guys sitting in the very front row not giving money.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's terrible. That's awful.
Oh, yeah.
So
Don't claim that,
You
Rob
make
G.
them work for $2.
Don't
That'll last
claim
you
that.
for 25 minutes.
It's got to be that. There's no way you're getting rid of the food.
You just build a tree and then you pull it back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
get rid of the food.
can
Don't
s-
get rid of the champagne
You can
room.
see Rob G just rolling like a stack of pennies for dollars.
Absolutely. I would have kicked. If I'm security, you would have been out that second.
Oh,
that
my
second.
gosh.
No.
You know what's funny is when you go to a strip, I haven't been there like in a long time, right? But when you go and there's no seats in like not the back room, but like, the middle area.
Sure.
And you're like, your only seats are at the stage. Like, well, I don't want to be tipping I didn't come here to do that right now.
Right.
So you get a seat at the stage, but you turn your chair to the side like that'll help, and it doesn't work.
No, that doesn't
They still
work.
expect you to tip.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, get out of my face.
Then
Why
where
are
am I
you in
gonna
my
sit?
face?
There's nowhere else to sit.
I don't know. Figure it out or bring money. I don't know.
With
Figure it
your
out or
broke
bring money.
ass.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I'll
You
be-
want to see this? Where's the cash?
No, you're just waiting for the 2-for-1, 3-for-1 special. That's all.
Pause.
Pause. No, resume.
Okay, sorry.
We're not there paying full prices. We're there to make deals, just like Rob Parker. That's why it's Men TNA night, because
No, you're not. You should not be making deals at a strip club.
Rob Parker had his night where he had like 55 people pay for admission. You know who didn't have to pay for admission?
He didn't?
Of course.
Okay, well, that's a little bit different. But
Because
he got 55
sold
people
it
to do
on
it?
purpose. He sold tickets so that he wouldn't have to pay.
That's Rob Parker.
That is Rob Parker. Rob Parker in a nutshell. And there was a lot that happened last night. We'll get to that at the bottom of the hour. There was something that happened in the NFL, or maybe it didn't happen today, but it happened and we found out about it today. Appearing on the Impulsive podcast, Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua admitted that he collided with a glass window pane at Michael Rubin's all-white party earlier this summer, and he walked into it so hard that it left blood streaming down his face. Okay. Let's go back in the hot tub time machine. In the last year alone, here are the things that have happened to Puka Nacua.
Oh, good. You have the whole list? Because
Yes,
it's long.
it is
Wonderful.
long.
Wonderful.
Most recently, of course, walking into a glass window. One thing he did was he went on his live stream and said that NFL referees rig or botch games on purpose just so they can get shown on television. In December, he went on a live stream with Aiden Ross, and he was performing an anti-Semitic hand gesture that he wanted to use as a touchdown celebration. He also, during the Super Bowl, got drunk, admittedly, threw out a tweet taking shots at Sam Darnold, who had just beat him in the NFC Championship game. And then, of course, the one everyone knows about, allegedly said F all the Jews and bit a woman on her shoulder so hard it left teeth marks. We saw the pictures. And allegedly bit a second woman's thumb. She, of course, filed a civil lawsuit. Puka Nacua is currently looking for a new contract. He's on his last year of his rookie deal.
Yep.
If you were Les Snead and Sean McVay and the powers that be with the Ramley, how are you handling this situation?
Oof, this is tough because we've seen what Puka Nacua can do. Is it Puka Nacua? Is it Matthew Stafford? Is it a mixture of both? I don't know, but Puka Nacua has given us some amazing catches and plays in a very short amount of time. To say that he is not talented would be a lie. But with talent comes a lot of responsibility. With money, I better trust you. I better trust you that you are going to be able to handle the money, the fame, and be available to play on the field. So with Puka Nacua, if I'm the Rams, I don't even know if this is possible because he's I don't know what Puka's going to do with his people. But if I'm the Rams and let's hypothetically say they win the Super Bowl, right, after this, I'm trading Puka Nacua. I am sending him on his merry way.
Or like you franchise tag him so you can trade him.
Right. Like I am not planning to keep Puka Nacua long term. There is no reason for me to because he has not proven that he can handle the spotlight, the money. Imagine how he's going to be if he does get a mega deal. If this is how he's handling things now, I don't want to be there when it's a lot more money in his pocket. And it sucks because it's like he's so talented. You see it. You see it every day, every game. But to me, it's not worth it. It's a headache. And there's so much that goes when it comes to football. Like you can be, not only are you a problem to yourself, you can become a problem in the locker room. Like there's so much to it. So for me, there's no way I am giving him the money that maybe he deserves based on talent.
Yep.
I'm not doing it. Even though he might deserve it, I'm not doing it.
Right, because just based on production, 700 yards, 11 total touchdowns. Like, it should not be a question.
It should not be a question.
That he's worth top of the receiver, which is like 40 million, 45 million, somewhere in there. He's the best offensive player on the team, with apologies to Matthew Stafford. He's only 24. Theoretically, all of his best football is ahead of him. But when you go down the list of things that he's done, again, none of these things are super egregious, except for maybe the biting the woman. I don't think any of these are crimes, right? They're just dumb instances, right?
Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze.
It's okay.
But it didn't come out.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Yeah, it's going to come out. Don't worry.
Okay.
I just don't know when. Sorry.
So, like, again, all these things are small, right? Relatively, in the grand scheme of things. We have people, I think Tyreek Hill punched a pregnant woman in the stomach.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there are much more
baby
egregious things that players have done in the NFL or getting into the NFL. But when you add all these things up together, it paints a picture of a guy who just doesn't get it. Right? He may not be a criminal. He may not be a bad person, but he doesn't get it. And I can't trust that if I give you $40 million a season, that you're suddenly going to turn it around. Because even something as stupid as walking into a glass window pane.
Have you ever done that?
No.
I don't believe you.
Okay. So, well, I'm glad you brought that up. Because obviously I wasn't there. I don't think I'm ever going to get invited to the white party.
Can we manifest it?
No.
Let's manifest it.
I don't think
we're going to be there.
Aaron Rodgers called it a weird party.
Okay, well, Aaron Rodgers is weird.
Aaron Rodgers
is weird.
Knows stuff.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
He knows so
Last
much.
person I want to have a cocktail with is Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, so he, called it a weird party, right? And so the people I know who have walked into windows and glasses and sliding doors and things of that nature are little kids who are too excited they run into stuff, or you're just drunk.
Yeah.
Right. And
exactly.
That's fine. So you mean to tell me that Puka Nacua got so drunk at the white party of all places, which is like the who's who of all these celebrities and power brokers all across sports and entertainment. You got so drunk that you couldn't see the glass in front of you, and you walked into it at such a speed that you caused the blood to flow from your face at some point.
Yeah, he was looking for his teammate Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
That's what the report is. No, I'm with you. You said it perfectly. Like, I didn't even think about where this happened. Like, with all of the who's who surrounding you, where you are making an impression on people at your level.
Sure.
Like, you could say...
And higher than you.
Yeah, he could say... Exactly. He could say to us, I don't care about these two Latinos and what they say about me.
Sure.
But those people at that party, like, you should care of how you look around them. I honestly didn't even think about that. Yeah, he doesn't get it. He doesn't realize that the Rams, if I have the money for the Rams, he's an investment. And it is an investment that is not worth the risk. Right now, there's no way. There's no way I'm investing in Puka Nacua.
No way. No 1,000. And then here's the other thing, because you mentioned, like, the idea of just getting rid of him. I know it sounds shocking to a lot of people, and you'd say, hey, well, even if we franchise him, we get like 2 first-round picks for it or whatever. What people don't understand about the Rams specifically, this is not just a Puka thing, this is about the Rams as a franchise, is that they are better at identifying late-round talent than almost anyone in football, right? Puka Nacua was a 5th-round pick. Kyron Williams was a 5th-round pick. Kobe Turner's the 3rd-round pick. Byron Young is the 3rd-round pick. Quentin Lake was a 6th-round pick. So they have shown, even with Puka himself, that we can find guys to do this. Cooper Kupp was a late-round pick. And they turned all of those guys into highly productive players because they find guys who fit the system, who do what they want them to do, and they can be very successful at it. And Puka Nacua, as good as he is as a football player, I don't know if he's worth the headache that's going to come along with it.
I think about that all the time. I mean, I even thought about it because, again, you listed off multiple things that Puka Nacua has done in his short career. And I wonder...
This is all just in a year.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, it's bizarre. I wonder sometimes if Puka Nacua was not an L.A. Ram, if he was drafted in a smaller market, would things have gone differently for him? Because there's so much here in L.A. There's so much attention. There's so much to do.
I don't think he's friends with Aiden Ross if he's not on the Rams.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Like, how much? But is this just something that was going to happen no matter what? I don't know. But I think about that because being in L.A. is different. It is different. Even though the Rams are not necessarily a franchise team like, a historic franchise team like the Cowboys or the Packers. And it's not like that. But it's still the L.A. lights, And so I wonder, but it's been very, very disappointing because there's just so many in a year of 2 years of him playing. The highlight reel is so great.
Is so good.
Like, it's so good.
Yeah.
And at the same time, the fact that you and I are discussing this, that's so sad. But I am not investing in you. You are a bad investment long term.
I could not agree. See, now you're so right you can't turn left.
Aw, look at this.
Before your opinion was so left it couldn't be right.
I don't know. You crashed the car.
Whatever.
So...
It is The Odd Couple with me, Rob G Monse Bolaños, sitting in for The Odd Couple. The NBA schedule is out, and the powers that be keep telling us over and over and over and over that one guy who thinks he's a superstar is just a guy. We'll get into that next. It is The Odd Couple on a TV theme song Thursday right here on Fox Sports Radio. Big news of the day. We mentioned it throughout the show. The Los Angeles Lakers have been sold, like 10 months after being purchased, to Josh Kushner. Yes, that Kushner, son-in-law of one Donald Trump, or related to Donald Trump in some form or fashion. And Bob Iger, Disney CEO, former CEO, put out a lot of slop there at the end, but he made a lot of money doing it.
Lots.
That's all that really matters.
Still making lots.
Yes, he absolutely is. And apparently $12.5 billion worth of money.
Yes.
So he is not hurting at all. But before the show, you and I were texting back and forth about how we would approach this. We didn't want to get in too much trouble. We didn't want to dive too deep into the conspiracy theories. And one thing you pointed out, which I thought was very, very interesting, is that in a year or less than a year, Luka Doncic was traded for nothing. And the team that he has been the face of, which is the Lakers, has been sold twice. What do you make of that?
That's a tough one, because when you have a generational talent attached to a franchise, you want to hold on to that because you understand the value in that. You understand what a generational player can do for building the brand, raising the value of it, right? So case in point, he goes to Dallas. Mm-hmm. He's all NBA from the jump. They get to a finals. Mark Cuban sells the team.
Right.
Right? New owner comes in. They trade Luka.
Mm-hmm.
Luka comes to the Lakers. They sell the Lakers.
Right.
Luka's now the only face of the franchise. They sell it again.
Mm-hmm.
So, my question would be, who has more value, or who represents more value for a franchise, Luka Doncic or LeBron James, right? What LeBron James did for Cleveland, it raised the value of not only the region, but that team to heights to where if Dan Gilbert was like, hey, I want to get out of this thing, it would have been a heck of a come up. The LeBron comes to the Lakers. Of course, the value of the Lakers is already what it is, but he's there. It sells for $10 billion, right? They bring in Luka and all of that. For me, I question the fact that it seems like everyone in an ownership or a power position is trying to get away from Luka. And I'm wondering why. Like, is Luka someone you can build a franchise around and add value to said franchise? Because as you map those things out, it doesn't look like it,
mm-hmm.
right? Are they itching to sell Golden State Warriors while Steph is there? No, right? Or the San Antonio Spurs, are they looking to get rid of it with Victor Wembanyama there?
No.
OKC, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, are they looking to get rid of the Denver Nuggets with Nikola Jokic?
No.
Or is anybody looking to get rid of the team with those current faces of the franchise?
No.
So where does that leave Luka in terms of value to a franchise?
You're asking me? Because I have an answer for you. I think one of the reasons why in the long term, a Luka-led team would actually be more valuable than a LeBron team is because you know that LeBron is not tied long-term to anybody or anything. LeBron James is a vagabond. He is a mercenary. He is in the business of LeBron James. He has never and will never be in the business of the Cavs, the Heat, the Lakers, the Sixers, whatever your team is, whatever your business is. Like if you're saying, hey, Beats by Dre, this is LeBron James's brand of headphones. I promise you that the minute JBL comes up with a better deal, I'm gone.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that he is a business. He's a businessman. Like, he's not just a businessman. Like, he is the business. Wherever he goes is going to be profitable because he is that big of a deal. The guys you mentioned, whether it's Wemby, SGA, Jokic, and in this case, Luka, not only because of their ages, but because none of those guys are the singular entity that is LeBron James. Is this Doug? Oh my gosh. My 8-year-old self would be freaking out right now.
Doug was one of my favorites. And Hey Arnold.
Weren't they on like back-to-back too?
I think so.
With
yeah.
like Cat Dog and
That one I didn't watch as much.
Rugrats.
Real Monsters scared me. Real Monsters.
Real Monsters?
Real Monsters.
Okay.
That one scared me.
You know, Cat Dog always confused me. I was like, how do they go to the restroom?
Well.
What is it, the human centipede?
No,
Like that?
why?
Yeah.
You know what? I thought of that, and I was like, I'm not going to do that to the listeners.
Rob.
I'm not going to put
You're
that.
the one who told me to watch it.
And you watched it?
He told me to.
I never told you to watch it.
Bro, you need to watch this movie.
Erroneous.
When I give you movie suggestions, you never watch it.
You give me one.
Have you watched
It's
it?
old people.
Have you watched it?
I can go to a cemetery.
Have you watched it?
No.
Exactly.
Which one?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
I've never
This would be the last movie I watch.
The greatest movie ever.
No, it's not.
You told me to watch Obsession, and I watched it.
It was
Obsession's so good.
It is good.
because that's a good movie.
I watched it.
Rob, there's a difference between bias and critically acclaimed. You know? You're biased.
You're biased.
I like critically
old
acclaimed
people.
movies. Did your movie have a $750,000 budget?
Did your movie have like 28 Oscar nominees attached to it?
No,
That
we couldn't
doesn't
afford
matter.
it.
Exactly.
That doesn't matter.
It does matter.
No, it doesn't.
You know what's sad? Our movie had none of that and made probably gazillion more than your movie made.
It's a good movie.
Obsession is amazing.
Las Vegas is amazing.
Start not to derail the conversation here, but Universal Studios apparently is going to have Nikki for Halloween Horror Nights.
Stupid.
They're going to hire her?
No. They're going to have Nikki as right.
Oh.
And so all of my Twitter feed that's shown me like guys being like, wait, so you're going to hire a hot Latina to just follow me around?
Oh, yeah.
I'm there every day.
I'll get the VIP
I'll
pass.
get the VIP pass.
That's genius.
It's hilarious. But I am like, how are you going to do this? Like, are you going to find lookalikes? Like, that's hard.
Good point.
Like, but that's what they're saying, that they're going to have Nikki around at Halloween Horror Nights for Universal Studios. I don't know if it's just an LA thing also in Orlando because it's not the same stuff on both ends, but I'm curious to see it.
But doesn't that like miss the plot of the whole movie?
Right. No, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense.
No, it doesn't. You're just going to hire hot girls?
Yes.
And she just doesn't want you to leave.
And she's just going to follow you?
And she's only going to follow guys who have girls on their arms to make it real awkward.
She'll make that weird face standing behind him.
But you can't have more than one Nikki.
That's okay.
No, because
Would
what
they
if
run
one
into each
Nikki?
other?
Yes. Well, is multiverse Spider-Man? No, you
I
can
think
only
just
have
one
one
Nikki.
Nikki. But then that's not as effective.
I think it'll still work.
He's gonna go. Like
Well-
he was never gonna go, and now he's like, wait, there's gonna be a Nikki at Universal
Well, Rob
Studios?
G, you want to know who other people wish there was a lookalike of?
Who?
Monse Bolaños, because the comments on the YouTube page
let's read some of those before
is
we get to the next
actually
topic.
insane. So I was telling Rob G, I have to have two sections right now. There's literally a Monse YouTube comment section and then the comment section for the Odd Couple. So let's start with Monse.
Okay.
The first one, this is the Monse Clout segment I call right here, okay? The first one is from Courtney Miller 2680. My eyes, I'm blinded by her beauty. I took
Thank
a little
you.
creative response on that one.
Thank you
but-
so much.
Then we have Made It Happen 8158. Monse, heart. A lot of hearts.
That's a good amount of hearts.
Yeah, then there's this
What
one.
color are the hearts?
All red.
I like that.
They're
like
bleeding
that.
for love for you.
I like
This
that.
one I thought was funny. It says No Fly Zone 485. TF, she's standing up.
I am.
LMFAO.
I am standing up all day. 5 feet on a good one.
Josh says she looks great. Still 3matic says Monse is the bomb and fine heart. And then Michael says Monse is well-dressed hobo.
I am a well-dressed hobo. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you to all you guys.
And then
I'm
I have
having
a good one
blast.
for Rob G.
Yes.
It just says Rob G is Clutch affiliated.
What?
Yeah.
How am I Clutch affiliated?
What did he do? What did you do?
I didn't do it.
You love LeBron, but what did you do?
I have bashed LeBron on like every platform I'm on.
Do you?
Yes. I bashed him yesterday.
No, I don't believe it.
Well, also, I saw the only $5 one that we got. Shout out to the donation. Said, you guys need your own show, man. So good.
Scott, say less.
Thank you.
We got someone who's offering $5 for this show.
What?
Make it happen.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. We're going to do it tomorrow at least.
Pay another $5. We'll come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. It is the Odd Couple. Me, Rob G Monse Bolaños, sitting in for Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a TV theme song Thursday. Want to let you know it's time to get your financial portfolio game ready with Webull. Get powerful investing tools and real-time data all in one platform. Get started by downloading the Webull app today or visiting Webull.com. Webull Financial LLC, member SIPC FINRA. Investing involves risk. For more information, visit Webull.com/disclosures. My feet were swinging that entire read.
Yeah.
That's not why we're not.
I forgot the last
are you
comment I
nodding?
saw too, and it said Rob G's standing too.
No, I'm not. No, I am not. I am 2.5 inches taller when I stand up. But anyway,
You could put your seat up even higher and be
I
even
could,
taller.
but then my feet really swing when I do that.
Oh yeah, and then your feet are gonna fall asleep, and then that we don't want to do that.
No, we don't. So the NBA schedules are officially out. And this is something me and Ephraim have been arguing about for the last 2 shows. I'm going to ask you about this, all right?
Okay.
So we got opening night, opening week, Christmas Day. We knew about that on Tuesday. Jaylen Brown's return to Boston was not included in any of the marquee games, all right? So now we know when he is going to return. His return to Boston is going to take place on Thursday, January 21st.
Woo!
Okay. He couldn't even get a weekend primetime game. John Morant's return to Memphis is on a Saturday night. Even LaMelo Ball's is on President's Day. They think so highly of MVP candidate Jaylen Brown that his big revenge game is going to be buried on a Thursday in January. Your thoughts?
I don't know if I agree with you. I don't know if a Saturday night game is better than a Thursday night game. Saturday night, I may be out, babe. I'm not watching that.
A Thursday in January on Amazon Prime.
I don't. Amazon Prime had the best coverage last year.
Best nothing
coverage.
Wrong with their production.
But that alone is going to bring eyeballs because it's Amazon. That alone. I hear what you're saying, and obviously you're right. The importance of Jaylen Brown clearly is not at the top of the NBA's list. You are not wrong because of when it is. I don't know if it's as bad as you want to paint the picture to be. I don't necessarily agree with that, but the minute LeBron joined that team, that overshadows everything. I also feel again like I don't think it's that bad. There's other matchups that are more interesting, and also I think the NBA needed to spread out those.
Right. So, and I think that is what I was telling you. That's like the bigger conversation is that Jaylen Brown thinks he's a superstar. Like he is. He believes that he is.
But he is.
But the NBA keeps telling us, whether it's scouts, GMs, coaches, and now the broadcast people, you're not. You are a good player, but anonymous GMs are saying that you're closer to Brandon Ingram, DeMar DeRozan, right? You have anonymous coaches telling ESPN's Bobby Marks that Derek White is more valuable than you are. You have the Boston Celtics front office saying the best deal we could get for you was the albatross contract of Paul George and 1 first-round pick. And now you have the TV partner saying, we're not going to give you a Christmas Day game. We're not going to give you an MLK Day. We're not going to give you opening night. We're not going to even give you opening week. We are going to bury you on a Thursday in the middle of football season. So how good could you possibly be if everybody around the league thinks that you're like interchangeable?
I feel like this has to do because I think Jaylen Brown is great on the court, but this does have to do a little bit with the thing we talk about across all sports sometimes, the it factor. Jaylen Brown doesn't have it. But
do you agree he thinks he does?
He has to think that. He has to think that based on the comments that he made this past season in Boston with Jason Tatum being out and saying this was his most fun season and that he was having a great time. He has to think that, but I think this has more to do with he just doesn't have it. And so there's other players that have it. You would take Derek White over Jaylen Brown?
No.
Okay, so that's stupid.
But there are people,
sure,
like high-ranking people who think that.
That's great. I watch these games. I have eyes. You can tell me all you want. No, Derek White is not better than Jaylen Brown. Not on Sunday, not on Tuesday.
Jaylen Brown's net rating was 9th among Celtics players last season, and they were 5.5 points worse with him on the court than off the court. In the playoffs, his minus 57 across 3 games. The last 3 games of the first-round series was one of the worst on the team. And, of course, they lost all 3 games. It was going up 3-1.
Yeah, no. Boston went down. Their ship started sinking like early on in the postseason, or you could say once Jason Tatum came back. I know they went on a nice little run, but you could tell tension was present when it came to the Boston Celtics. You could just tell. So I have eyes. Like, there's no way you could tell me that, but I think it has to do with like his attitude, his demeanor. He doesn't have it. He's not charming. Not that it's not the word, but he's
there's an it factor.
There's an it factor,
and you can't always explain.
You can't even explain it, but it's like I don't care to hear a soundbite from Jaylen Brown. I don't care to hear it.
But he thinks you do. He has a Twitch stream that is very important to him, that he has to go on like daily.
And does he have a big following?
I'm sure he does.
Okay, so some people do care. But the grand picture is like, no, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it more than beyond the skill that he has on the court of a two-way player.
If it was Jason Tatum in Philadelphia and he was making his return to Boston, would that have gotten a primetime slot?
I do think so. I do think that Jason Tatum would have gotten that primetime spot. And not that Jason Tatum has it, but he has more of it.
Whatever it is, he has more of it.
He has more of it than Brown does, and Jaylen Brown does. And so he would have. That would have, because I want to hear the soundbite. I don't know if he's going to say something corny.
He probably is. Or he's going to recycle with something else. But
I'm more interested in hearing the corny soundbite than hearing whatever Jaylen Brown might say. Even though Jaylen Brown is supposed to a genius or pretty smart, right?
He is. He's like
really smart.
Statistically, he is one of the smartest. Like he's in part of Mensa.
Yeah. So him in his smart brain, when he's calculating, he's like, I am so great. Like, how do you blame him? How do you blame him? But he doesn't have it.
Do you think you're so great and you have it?
I think I have some it.
I think you do.
I think I have some it.
I think you are really good at this.
Stop it.
I think you could get your jersey retired somewhere.
And then I can't let someone else use it 2 or 3 years later?
Maybe. Or you could get your jersey retired somewhere and it still not be a flex. And that happened yesterday. And I'll tell you about it next. But first. If it's Bree, it's for we.
Why is it for we? Did I miss something?
It's for everybody.
It's for everybody. Bree is for everyone. Bree is for we.
I'm trying to think of how that got started.
Yeah.
I think Rob Parker just came up with it on the spot.
Because it was
Kelvin.
Oh, was it Kelvin?
Yeah.
Yes, it was Kelvin.
Okay. Either one.
I know Rob checks out on updates. What do you mean?
That's so true. He takes off his headphones.
That part.
It's right back.
That part.
Because I think before you had the sweet one, it was either that one or the other one. I'm not entirely sure. Before Alex started doing his drop. It's a sweet one.
It's the sweet one.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
I just did that because I think you're sweet.
You do not think I'm sweet.
That's true. I actually don't.
I know. I know. Why are we lying? Why are we lying here?
It's entertainment.
I think you're sweet.
Thank you.
I think you're sweet.
I do.
Do you?
Oh.
Not always, but I think you can be sweet.
Monse, you don't lie right now.
What is true? She takes care of me. She's sweet to me. I don't think she's sweet to everybody, but she's sweet to me.
I've actually been sweet to people.
Put the camera on Bree.
Put the camera on, Bree.
I've been sweet to people who probably don't deserve it also. But anyways, okay, speaking of sweet, Fernando Mendoza, not looking terrible, you guys. Not looking
I told you he's locked in. He's not on the strip
And
partying. He's
he is
studying his
not.
playbook.
Well, I mean, you can party and still play with your playbook. You know what I mean? Yes, you can. Yes, there's
One or the
I
other.
agree with Monty. I'm on Monty's side. Before he was getting on the field, everybody was cheering, and I was like so much love and attention. And I thought of you, Rob G, because would you be crying and excited and holding a Mendoza jersey just like that if you were there right now?
No.
What do you mean?
No.
You have no emotion?
Not for Mendoza.
Why?
Because there's nothing fun about him.
What are you talking about?
Oh my
He
gosh.
loves life. He loves everyone.
That's
He loves
fine, but if I would never buy a jersey. But if I was gonna buy a jersey, it's somebody that is like flashy and
Max
exciting.
Crosby.
Max Crosby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Max Crosby.
Max Crosby,
Yeah,
yeah.
not for Mendoza.
Oh my god.
Does he have it?
No,
He has some sort of it.
he has a good mind and a strong religious background.
Oh, like a beautiful mind, like Russell Crowe,
Yes.
a beautiful mind. Yes, I can see that. All
He
right,
just
well,
got his receiver killed. Way to go, Fernando Mendoza.
okay, well. And he just took a sack right there. Alrighty. It is tied up between the Raiders and Cardinals. A minute and a half left to go in the first quarter. Anthony Richardson, that was just disgusting. If you guys want to go back and see that little clip. He went 1 of 3, 17 passing yards and one. I'm sorry, that was harsh.
He's still playing? I didn't even know.
Yeah, and you know what? It's Anthony Richardson Sr. now because I think that, like, he had some kind of junior offspring. So I guess he's like Anthony Richardson Sr. 1 of 3, 17 passing yards, and one really ugly interception. The Texans are leading the Chargers 7-3. The Colts are getting shut out by the Patriots 3-0. Bengals leading the Lions 10-3. 16 seconds left to go in the second quarter. In the Field of Dreams game between the Twins and the Phillies are leading the Twins 2-1. End of the third. inning. Kyle Schwarber hit his 36th home run of the season. A little bit earlier today, the Mariners snapped a 6-game losing streak, shutting out the Yankees 1-0. Nationals shut out the Cubs 7-0. And in the NBA, Bradley Beal has agreed to a 2-year, $13.2 million deal to return to the Clippers.
Wow.
One team's trash is another team's gold over here. So excited for you, Monse Bolaños. I don't miss him at all. So having fun with that. Back to you guys.
Fake news.
Thank you, Bree. It is the odd couple. Rob G Monse Bolaños sitting in for Rob Parker, Kelvin, Washington. Yesterday was the much discussed, very controversial Mentee night, or as we call it, Mentee night at Magic City in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it was. And if you follow Magic City on Instagram, which I don't, but if you do, then you will have seen that it was such a rousing success that the odd couple Rob Parker Magic City Mentee night jersey was displayed both on their social media account and for the world to see inside of the Gentlemen's Club.
Oh, I've got to look at this.
And while you're looking it up, I'm here to tell you this. This is to Rob Parker. This is to all the mentees who were at Magic City last night.
Oh, God.
Getting your jersey retired at a strip club is not the flex you think it is. I will say this, and hopefully, I know my brother's watching because he's on the YouTube. I see him commenting. Hopefully his wife's not listening to this. But
there's a lot on this jersey. There's a lot.
There's a lot of
It
stuff.
looks like a lot of advertisement.
It is. Fox Sports Radio is going to be prominently displayed inside of Magic City.
All right.
Wow.
So I don't know how Julie Talbot and all those people think about it. But in any event,
there's no jersey there.
That's not a jersey.
So I believe that if you have frequented a strip club enough times to get your jersey retired, that's not something to be proud of.
Why?
Because, and I'm telling you this again, my brother's commenting. He's probably going to text me about this right now. There was a time I was in college, and it might have been like a Friday, Saturday night. I wasn't doing anything that night. And he comes in my room and he says, "Hey, me and Adam are going to go to the strip club tonight. You want to come?" Sure, I'd love to go with you guys. When we walk in, is a true story. I'm going to come. I'm going to come. When we walked in, a young lady walks up, sees me, and says, "Oh my God, you're Damien's brother."
Wait.
Bro, how often do you come here that they know you on a first name basis? He was going to come. He came a lot there, apparently. So I'm telling you, on behalf of all men, that if you are known on a first name basis in that location, or if you're spending and have such a reputation at Magic City that they've retired your jersey, that is not a flex.
Okay.
It's a little bit sad.
If I got my jersey retired at a bar, is that a bigger flex? Like if I'm a regular at a bar, is that better than being a regular at a strip club?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So wonderful. Just making sure we're there. It's not the flex, especially coming from a dude. Trust me, for a girl, I'm not impressed if you are known at a strip club. But I think, Rob, it's a flex at Magic City, in there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in there, he gets to flex it.
Right.
The minute he steps out, don't mention it.
He started telling everyone, "Yeah, I want you to know, but they're hanging my jersey up in Magic City."
It only counts in there. That's where the flex can happen.
Okay.
Once he steps out, that is out of sight, out of mind. Don't bring it up. It is not a flex. I agree with you.
Interesting. Are we sure that this is actually hanging up, by the way?
Well, it's framed, so it could not be hung. It might have been displayed.
Because from the picture he sent us, it's not on a wall. It's on the ground, and he took a picture of it and shared it on the Magic City page.
And now you can see it on our YouTube.
Yeah, so
right
I'm
now.
curious if it's really hanging up yet, truly.
Okay, but if it's just displayed behind the bar.
Okay. I think it is a flex.
Do you agree with Monse that it's only a flex when you're in there?
I think both. Outside, too.
Really?
There was a whole series made of Magic City. A whole series on Stars done. It was all the prominent artists. There was Drake on there, right. T-Pain, all of them, right? It's this is a cultural phenomenon now. This is the place in Atlanta. I would say if you talk about top 3 places in Atlanta, Magic City is probably one of them, right? It's a cultural spot here.
So if it was Spearmint Rhino, it
wouldn't
be
care at all.
It's
no.
different.
Yeah, this is to Rob Parker, I think this is probably head and head with him having his own booth name after him now at a college. This is probably neck and neck important to Rob Parker.
But this still ties into kind of what we're saying, that it's a flex to that community. Like, you step out of there and you bring this up to someone who has no idea what Magic City is, you just sound like an idiot.
That's kind of like for everything then, no, right?
No, but they're like, the thing is, like, if you tell me, oh, I got my jersey retired for an anime thing, right?
Okay.
I don't care about anime.
See what I'm saying?
But I'm interested. Now, you tell me, oh, I got my jersey retired at a strip club. I don't care. Truly don't give me
Harden.
James Harden got his hung up in Houston.
He sure did.
He
sent a lot of those ladies to school, all right? He sent them to college.
Maybe
What
their
is Rob
kids, too.
Parker doing?
Master's programs over there.
So then, who else is in Magic City? Do we know? Like, who else is framed up there?
Their chicken wings are named after Lou Williams.
I was going to say, Lou Williams maybe is retired up there.
But he has said that, and people have corroborated this, when he would go, he wasn't going for the entertainment.
He's going for the lemon pepper
He literally
wings.
went for the wings.
Yeah, lemon pepper.
And he got him a specific way that they make them where it's lemon pepper plus something else.
Lemon hot, maybe?
Maybe. And so it's like
Ooh.
specific to him. And so, again,
It's tough.
God love Rob Parker. You know, because how many people can say that they have a press box named after them?
That's what I'm saying.
That they are a Hall of Famer at the NABJ, which is a very reputable, proud organization.
Right.
While simultaneously having your jersey hung up at a strip club.
No, it fits Rob.
It does, right?
It fits Rob. So for him, it's a flex, but I just think it depends on the audience. It's not a universal flex. There are other
I
things
agree.
that are universal flexes. This ain't one of them.
You know what's going to be funny is, 6 months from now, when enough guests or athletes or coaches that have come through there and they see The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio, Rob Parker, Mentee Night. Kelvin is very big on his brand.
Yes.
Do you think it's going to go over well with him that, come June next year? Hey, I saw your strip club jersey there in Magic City, Kelvin. Pretty exciting.
No.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
That's
I
probably
can't
why
wait.
the name was
Can't
left
wait.
off.
Can't wait.
Yeah. But I'll
Put the
tell you
camera
this.
on me.
If we were to ask Rob Parker right now, I bet you this is his biggest accomplishment right now.
More than the
More
press
than the
box.
press box?
1,000%.
Wow.
There's no way.
I know Rob Parker.
Wow.
I've never seen him cheese more than when we were talking about how he put a lady on a fridge. That man was cheesing more then than he was when he was talking about his press box.
Oh, my God.
I'm
But
just
this
being real.
isn't putting a lady on a fridge.
This is putting multiple ladies now on a fridge.
Yeah.
No, it's different. I mean,
I'd be more proud about the fridge thing than the strip club jersey.
Yeah, I get that. That's what I'm saying. The fridge thing, I get it. The strip club, not so much. But again, it's because Alex is right. This is an iconic place. Like, there's a lot to it.
I get it.
But again, it's not a universal flex. It is a specific flex.
Well, he would like to say he was the first black reporter at the Detroit Press, right?
Yes.
Well, I
He's
don't
the
know.
first reporter to get his jersey retired.
That's what I'm
at the strip
saying.
club.
This is a big deal.
Yeah.
He might bury himself with that jersey.
No, he absolutely will. He absolutely
It's going to have
will.
cocoa butter and body glitter on it.
And the baby oil.
And lipstick from cinnamon.
And the cigarettes.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Oh,
Wait,
God.
hold on. Can I get the lemon pepper to go?
Cheesecake on the side.
Stop it, Monse.
Oh, gosh. That was kind of like Shop Talk. We have the real Shop Talk coming up next right here on The Odd Couple with me, Rob G Monse Bolaños, sitting in for Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington. Keep it locked. Fox Sports Radio.
That's not all flats.
Shaquille O'Neal has been making some media rounds this week. I don't know exactly what for, but I saw him on multiple outlets. And one of them was on the USA Today sports podcast, like a 10-minute interview.
Mm-hmm.
And naturally, one of the questions was about LeBron James and his move to Philadelphia. Take a listen to what Shaq had to say about, number one, LeBron going to Philly, but number two, his long-term legacy with the Lakers. Take a listen.
The good thing for LeBron, he did win one. Didn't win one. But, Kareem got 6. Magic got 5. Kobe got 5. I got 4. Rambis got 3. So, he's at the party, but he's not on stage.
Damn! Shots fired at the king. He's at the party, but he's not on the stage. That's like me at Tao in Vegas. I'm in the club, but I'm not in the VIP section. Can't afford it. But here's the thing. Shaq is right. 1,000%. Shaq is so right he can't turn left. He's driving on a NASCAR track right now, just going in circles. Because everything he said about LeBron James and his tenure in LA is accurate. Now, you can appreciate what LeBron did in LA, bringing a championship there in the bubble, what he did to help, we'll say, resuscitate a franchise that was at their lowest point in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're going to be honest about it, 1 championship, 2 Western Finals appearances, 3 play-in tournaments, 3 first-round exits, 2 times swept out of the playoffs, 2 times missing the playoffs entirely, does not make you a Lakers great. Does not put you on the podium with guys like Magic and Kareem and Shaq and Kobe. What LeBron did in LA can be commended, and it's good enough for a franchise for like the Raptors or the Mavericks, but not in Los Angeles. You know that because you're a Laker fan. And that's why when you have guys like, we'll say Nick Wright, first things first. I think Nick Wright is, for my money, the best guy on television when it comes to communicating a point, articulating it. Whether you agree with the opinion or not, to me, doesn't matter because I think he's really good at what he does. But when he says, well, if you're going to call the LeBron era in Los Angeles a failure, then I guess that the Giannis era was a failure or the Jokic era was a failure. It's like, no, because the standards in those cities, in Milwaukee and Denver, is not the same as the standards we have here in Los Angeles. Jerry West might be the 6th or 7th greatest Laker in NBA history. And he made the finals 9 times. Why is he so low? Because he only got the 1 championship. And when you play for the Lakers and you only deliver 1 championship, if you miss the playoffs more times than you've won championships, you do not get to consider yourself or get to be called a Laker great. So when Shaq says, yeah, he's at the party, he's in the room, he got an invite to the reception, but he ain't sitting at the head table, he is so right about LeBron in his Lakers era.
Look, I'd love to sit here and argue with you
okay,
just for the purposes of, the odd couple. But I can't because, number one, I'm a Laker fan.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, you're right. When you talk about greatness and you talk about the purple and gold and the Lakers, and you look at the names that are on the stage, right? You look at how they dominated the league.
Mm-hmm.
And, LeBron James came and brought us back from obscurity. We were struggling.
Big
and
facts.
He came in and, for all intents and purposes, I thought we were going to win the NBA championship in 2020, whether the world turned off or not.
I agree. Yep.
That's the level that they were playing in March, which is, we only had 4 weeks left of the season, essentially.
They were the best team from opening night
period
to the end of the season.
And it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
It wasn't even an argument.
Mm-hmm.
No one was arguing that.
Right.
And so they were the favorite to win the championship that year anyway. And so I appreciate that. Now, I'm a little upset with the Lakers organization for breaking that team up.
Back to The Odd Couple with me, Rob G Monse Bolaños, sitting in for Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington on a TV theme TV theme song Thursday. Whatever. On Fox Sports Radio. I want to let you know if you missed any of today's show, be sure to catch the podcast. Just search Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. Please follow the podcast, rate it 5 stars, and provide a review. Again, just search The Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. You'll find today's full show and the best of version posted right after we wrap it up. It is now time for Shop Talk.
Ain't nobody exempt in the barbershop. You know that. Ain't nobody exempt. You can talk about whoever and whatever, whenever you want to in the barbershop.
Now, it's Shop Talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, producers from other networks, I want to set up a topic for you and let you know exactly why we are the best show in all the land. Because not only do we have the best of takes, not only do we have a plethora of people who come in and out this revolving door to host the show, but we're otherworldly gentlemen and gentle ladies. And on this week's edition of Shop Talk, I wanted to talk about something I think is very important in the culture of brotherhood, of bromances, and maybe something that Monse might have a different perspective on as a
woman,
lady
yeah.
with a man who might have bromances. So Rob G just finished his Las Vegas euphoric weekend with his boys. That wasn't as adventurous as you thought it might be now that you guys are older. Was it still crazy?
Yeah, no, we're totally different now than it used to be back in the day.
Yeah. Well, you went to Vegas.
I did.
Went with your boys.
Yep.
Made some money on craps, had your own craps table.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
You know, Rob G pocket watching gets his own craps table. Crazy.
Big facts.
But Rob G had this comedy show he went to over the little stay he had with his brothers there. And his brother had a little involvement with another guy there that was buying some snacks and etc. for the setup. So Rob G, tell us exactly how it happened. And then the question I want to follow up with it is this okay for men to do this, to maybe buy other men's stuff? But set it up for us, Rob G.
Yeah,
What happened?
So we're in line for the bar at the comedy show to see Sebastian Maniscalco.
Okay.
And a guy behind us notices that he and my brother have the exact same watch.
Okay.
And once he saw that, you would have thought they were best friends. Gives him a big old dap, hugs him, says he wants to get our phone numbers. We should all hang out together. And he's like, hey, you know what? Buy these guys some drinks. And I'm like, no, you're not buying drinks. No. Buy them two. Buy them. Matter of fact, get them 2 popcorns too to go. So this guy, who's probably in his 50s, bought me and my brother both big old trays of drinks and popcorn. So is it like a man card violation to allow another grown man who you don't know to buy you drinks?
I don't understand the problem here.
Really?
Boys are such bros. The minute you find something in common or something as the watch, you guys just gravitate towards each other. Bros before hoes is a real thing. Every time I watch The Bachelorette, all of the bros in the house that are dating the same girl are encouraging each other to have a great date. You got this. You're a better man than me. Please take my girl out and show her how a gentleman treats a lady.
That's a great point.
I'm just saying, Bree, am I wrong? But bros, this is, to me, I don't think this breaks bro code at all. I feel like this is exactly what bro code is.
If you find something like, I feel like guys, when they see another guy that they have something in common with, it's like, oh my God, that's incredible.
But
Do you
I
want
ain't
to
buying
be
you a drink, much less 2.
Well, maybe that says that you're just cheap more than anything.
I was going to say.
I am not buying a random dude and his buddy, or in case my brother, 4 drinks that I don't know.
Okay, fine. But if that dude has a ton of money and it doesn't affect them, he just wanted to do a nice thing.
This is just a nice gesture.
It was just a nice gesture. They had the same watch. He got excited.
Maybe he thought he was kind of cute too. Maybe just a little. It's a possibility.
We don't know about that.
His wife came later. He didn't seem as interested. I'll tell you that. That's
Well, there we go.
See,
Wow.
that's a little. He might swing
Okay.
both ways.
Your
what's
thoughts,
funny?
Alex?
Didn't you say too that his wife came with 2 girlfriends
Yes,
too? And he
yes.
was just like, leave me alone.
Hang
Leave me
on,
alone.
I'm with my LA guys right now.
You know what's funny though,
Swingers.
Monse? You are touching on something that makes sense because it's like as guys, if I find out like, oh, Rob G, you like jeans? I like jeans.
Right.
Did we just become best friends? It's literally in Step Brothers.
It's literally in Step
They
Brothers.
hated each other and then found out like, all right, Rob G, name a dinosaur you'd be right now.
Velociraptor.
Now you guys are best friends.
That's it.
So that's a good point. Like I've never thought of it. If Rob G, I met you, let's say at Magic City, and there was somebody hanging a jersey.
And somebody's hanging. It's like a
if you
jersey
were eating
retirement
the same
ceremony,
wings
and we're
as
just
me,
there.
and
Yeah.
you also tip cinnamon a bunch, I'd be like, we're best friends.
We're both tipping cinnamon. We must have a lot in common.
I'd let you buy me a drink. I'd be cool with it.
You'd be cool.
You'd
I
let
think
me
you were
buy-
thrown off by how much.
Yeah.
By the generosity.
Yes.
Right?
And
'Cause if
I
you-
sent a photo to Elijah. We'll see if he gets up on the YouTube. But you can see that we each got one of these trays with 2 big drinks and 2 popcorns.
Yeah, because he could have been a little bit more, like he just seemed like he really liked your brother, because he could have just said to the bartender, hey, just put whatever they want on my tab. Guys, nice meeting you, and walked away.
No, he was like, no, I want you guys to get something.
Yeah,
Both of them.
he was
Get
excited.
2.
He
That's
was
so
excited.
sweet.
Yes.
So are you letting
sweet.
girls buy you stuff at the bar?
Sure. I'll let anybody buy me a
See,
drink at the
Roxy's
bar.
used to it though, you know? Like she always has people catering to her. Rob G, it's
No,
a new
I don't.
feeling.
Yeah. What about you, Bree?
Yeah, no.
You're letting a woman buy you drinks at the Seal Beach local pub?
Of course not. Of course. I'm saying, of course. Absolutely. Of course. It's free. Why not?
Free is for Bree.
You go.
Free, it's for Bree. Oh, there's the popcorn and the
Hour
drinks.
3 of The Odd Couple coming up. Keep it locked. Fox Sports Radio.
When you look at Bob Iger's resume at Disney, the Lakers are not going to compete for titles. They're not. They're competing for your disposable income. They want in your wallet, and they're going to get in your wallet one way or another. So I expect Disneyland economics to come to that little arena down there on Skid Row in downtown LA. That's what I expect. Now, under the Disney watch, ticket prices at Disneyland, the inflation under Bob Iger, they went up 175%. 175% under this weasel, Bob Iger. That's the guy that now owns the Lakers. That's his resume. That's how he made all the money to buy the Lakers, by gouging Disney fans, by sticking it to the people that love Mickey Mouse, Donald, Goofy, and all the characters there in Disney. Think about 175% inflation on the price to go to Disneyland while Bob Iger was in control. And also, but wait, there's more. He added demand tiers, the upcharge at Disney, right? Dynamic upcharging at Disneyland. Those fast passes, they've changed the name now. It's the old medieval treasure map, if you will, where you monetize everything, right? In this case, nostalgia. You monetize that. Any kind of inconvenience, you put a price tag on that. You know, you want to breathe extra air. Oxygen costs money. You're going to have to pay some money. That's purple and gold oxygen. Pay the man. That kind of stuff. Now, the courtside seats have already been ridiculous for years with the Lakers. So now they're going to require an extra 2 bank robberies to get those tickets, which is fine for those people, and possibly a crypto scam, which is appropriate considering the arena they play at. And parking, of course, you're going to need a loan officer to park, bypassing the halftime bathroom line. Unfortunately, we hate to tell you, that's going to cost you $39.99 for the Lakers Lightning Lane Plus package. Iger is a mad scientist. This Bob Iger, he knows how to turn loyal fandom into his personal ATM machine. Did it at Disney, and with a $12.5 billion price tag. You know, I got to get that money, a little bit of that back, right? And so somebody, not me, but maybe you, will be paying for the magic kingdom of purple and gold, and it ain't going to be Mickey Mouse. It ain't going to be Mickey Mouse.
one of the NFL preseason is underway. The Patriots are leading the Colts 10-7. 20 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Steelers edging the Packers 7-6. 9 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Fernando Mendoza is out there right now for the Raiders. They're in the red zone. The Cardinals are leading them 14-7. And the Chargers on top of the Texans 10-7. 5.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. In the Field of Dreams game, Kyle Schwarber has hit 2 home runs so far, bringing up his season total up to 37. It's 5-1, top of the 5th. Caleb Durbin hit a grand slam to help the Red Sox snap a 5-game losing streak, defeating the Blue Jays 7-0. The Mariners snapped a 6-game losing streak, shutting out the Yankees 1-0. Reds edged the White Sox 9-8. They also got some rough news. Hunter Green underwent his second Tommy John surgery and will miss the entire 2027 season. I'm Brianna Muro.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 3.
Number 3.
In the words of Arnie Spanier, the Power Hour. Right here on Fox Sports Radio with me, Rob G Monse Bolaños, sitting in for the Odd Couple.
Hello.
Of Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington. Wanted to let you know, make sure you check out the YouTube channel.
Yeah, you
it's
should
on
do
right
that.
there. You
Yeah,
can see it in
right
front
there.
of us. You can watch us live on YouTube right now. Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. After you've done that, tap the thumbs up icon and comment away. Let us know who you agree with, who you don't. Go check out our YouTube channel and watch us live right now. Just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. And I'm sure DJ Alex Teichert on the Wheels of Steel, if he finds ones that tickle his fancy, he'll probably read it on the air.
Tickle your fancy.
Some good ones.
Did you steal that from me?
I did, because you just said that, so it was in my mind.
I did just say that.
I'm very ticklish, by the way.
Are you?
No.
Oh, okay. Pause.
That's what I was hoping for. That's what I was hoping for. Well, I will say this one real quick. Shouts to Tony Paz. He said, y'all got me laughing over here. LMFAO.
Good.
Great.
So we're doing well.
At least we're doing something. If we're not making people laugh, then what are we doing?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Dale.
By the way, Fowler Fair with J.R. Gamble coming up at the bottom of the hour. We're going to stick with what the Odd Couple fans know and love. Of course, baseball topics with him. And we are watching a lot of NFL preseason football on all these televisions. Your guy, Trey Lance, literally almost threw a pick six.
Nice.
Right to the Texans defender.
I'm excited about that.
He's in regular season form.
Yeah. Okay. Week 1. Oh, great.
And everybody's really excited about what's wrong with the Raiders. They're scheming guys open and they're running through wide holes. And, you know, Mendoza got a couple of guys killed. But other than that,
hey, it's week 1.
It's week 1 of the preseason.
Week 1 of the preseason.
If you're not going to overreact now like Carson Beck, then what are you even doing?
Yeah. Why are we even talking about football?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
But I am very excited for this football season.
What are you most excited about with the upcoming football season?
There's a couple of teams that I'm over the Chargers and people saying they're gonna have a good year. That's my team, but we've been saying that for years.
They
now,
are gonna have a good year.
Yeah, don't say that to me right now. Don't say that to me. I'm really curious to see what Atlanta does. I feel like with Atlanta for the last 2-3 years, we've been like, oh, they're going to be so good. Like on paper.
They have so much talent. They're like a fantasy football team.
They have so much talent.
Yeah.
And they've left a lot to be desired. So even though it's Tua Tagovailoa, he's going to throw the ball. He will throw the ball. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to see what happens with Atlanta. Even I'm not a fan of Atlanta. I just want to see what they can do. I want them to be good because of what you said, everything on paper. I am really curious to see what Patrick Mahomes looks like. Because
bad. I hope he looks bad.
Because I'm for dynasties. I think dynasties in any sport are good. So I don't hate the Chiefs. And in fact, if the Chiefs get back on top, I don't think that's a bad thing. People will hate watch. People, other teams who are not fans of the Chiefs, fans will, get together and they will hate watch and all of that. So I'm really curious to see what's going to happen there. I want to see what happens in the division in the NFC North division. Like what?
Where every team thinks they can win the division.
Exactly.
And that doesn't happen most places.
Nope. So yeah, there's a lot to look forward to.
Are you buying Kyler Murray in Minnesota?
Buying in what sense? He's better than 9.
Did you just call him 9?
Yeah, he's better than 9.
Oh my gosh. Use his trademark name?
There's one JJ on the team and it ain't him in my eyes.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Disrespect to the McCarthy household.
Sure. Yes. Your one quarter that you had good last year that you did well in does nothing for me.
Can you just call him Jay instead of JJ?
No.
Because calling him 9 seems like you're like paying homage to him.
Yeah, no, I'm
because that's his alter ego.
Right, and his alter ego is hilarious.
His alter ego sucks,
That's
too.
my point. Right. So that's what I'm referring to him as 9. I think Kyler Murray knows how to do the job, so I think it'll be better than what we saw Minnesota
Yeah, because the bar is so low.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So it's going to be better than what we saw last year. And with the Vikings, like they already have a good defense, so it's like he doesn't have to do much.
They have a good everything.
They have a great team. They have a great team, and I think like they're coming out thinking we're going to win this division. Like you said, all 4 teams think that they can win that division, and the one team that I would not think they can win the division would be the Packers. Packers to me are the same team. It's like you're good, but you're not great.
Okay.
You're good. You're a good team. You're going to have competitive games, and you're going to win some. But I don't trust the Packers. Since Aaron Rodgers left, the best they've been has been a 7th seed.
I think they were a 7th seed 3 years in a row, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like, they just can't get out of that hump. And again, they're good.
They're like a double-digit win team, and then
that's it. Like, I know what I'm going to get. I would be surprised if the Packers, and not that I hate the Packers, if they do it, that's great. But I just would not say the Packers win that division.
Okay, well, speaking of that division,
yeah,
there's another team I wanted to get your thoughts on because Ben Johnson said this week to The Athletic, quote, "You've got 31 other teams coming to training camp saying our goal is to win a Super Bowl. Well, I want more than that. I want to have the highest scoring offense ever, which happens to be the 2013 Broncos. I know how many points per game they score, which is 37.9, and I want to surpass them. I want shutouts. I want blowouts." Ben Johnson is crazy. Because not only are they not going to have the highest scoring offense, I'm willing to say that very confidently. I don't think that's even like a hot take. I'll do you one better. I think they're going to miss the playoffs entirely. Ben Johnson knows himself. He said it, 2 weeks ago? We are the number 1 regression candidate. For good reason, because last season, 7 of their wins, including the playoff win, occurred when trailing in the final 2 minutes of regulation. Some people like Rob Parker say, well, see, they got the clutch gene. They know how to win games. Caleb Williams. Oh, God. Have you seen the throw he made there in Lambeau? Oh, God. That kind of winning is not sustainable in the NFL. We saw it happen a couple of years back with the Kansas City Chiefs. They won off a doink field goal, a botched field goal snap. They won off of a blocked field goal. They won off of an egregious pass interference there. They won a game where Isaiah Likely made the catch to tie it, but his toe was out of bounds, so it was overturned. What happened after they won like 12 straight one-score games that year? The next year, I think they lost 6 straight. Like, that's what happens. The law of averages says all the good fortune you had last season, all that late-game magic, all that Iceman stuff from Caleb Williams is going to fade away very quickly. And speaking of Caleb Williams, he's on the cover of Madden. Everybody likes him again, right? He came out of college. He was the best quarterback prospect we'd ever seen, or at least the best since Andrew Luck. Last season, Caleb Williams, I don't know if you know this, completed just 58% of his passes. Okay? Which is 32nd in the league. His off-target rate, which means percentage of his passes that were not even catchable, much less dropped. Like, they were so wide, no one could even reach him with their outstretched arm. 20%.
Puka Nacua couldn't catch that.
JJ, Justin Jefferson couldn't catch him. More than 20% of his passes were deemed uncatchable. 1 out of every 5 times he pulled his right shoulder back and let it fly, he was just throwing it to air, to nobody. And that's part of the reason why you got anonymous coaches telling The Athletic, where you're like, oh my God, there's games he's just not good. You got another one telling ESPN, wildly erratic, doesn't always take the layups, needs to be more mature at the position. Between the erratic play of Caleb Williams, between the, what is the word? When something goes one way and a regression to the mean in terms of the coming back, that team is going to be the prime candidate to be the most disappointing team in football this season.
Yeah, it's impossible to not feel that way. As you mentioned, 7 games down in the final 2 minutes. So many things had to go their way to end with that record, right? So now you have a tougher schedule, and now teams, you kind of have a target on your back, especially in this division, because for the last couple of years, you weren't that relevant compared to the Lions and the Packers and the Vikings. And so now there's a bit of a target on your back, and so naturally, of course, we're all going to feel that this is the team that's going to regress. The comments that Ben Johnson made, I just was like, if I heard my coach say this, this would rub me the wrong way. It's almost like he's speaking like he's still an offensive coordinator. Had the offensive coordinator said that, you'd be like, yeah cool, of course, right. Let's get as many points as we possibly can. The head coach does not say that. That is not how you should view the upcoming season. And so it left a bad taste in my mouth because I just was like, Ben Johnson, as I get what you're trying to say. You're trying to lift up your quarterback and say that you are going to have success and that you are going to score a lot of points. And we like scoring. We do. You know what I mean? It brings in the eyeballs. We like it. But that comment was not a head coach comment. That was an offensive coordinator comment.
Well, he said even more stuff. Like, that was the one that got all the headlines. He also mentioned the 2003-2004 Patriots who won 21 straight games. And he says, why can't we do that? There's never been an undefeated season. You know, the moon is the Super Bowl, but we're shooting beyond that for the stars.
What is beyond the Super Bowl?
I don't know. A perfect season.
Like, I'm super confused. What is beyond the Super Bowl? What is the star he's talking about? That makes no sense to me. None of it makes sense. And listen, Ben Johnson is quirky. We know that. I liked Ben Johnson last year. I like his weirdness, his intensity that comes along with the weirdness. Because, you know, your boy Fernando Mendoza is weird, but he's a little bit, let's just say a little nicer, a little softer, right? Yes. Ben Johnson seems like, I don't know, like he may have a little evil in him, which I like. I like a little evil in a person, especially in my head coach. But you have to keep the main thing, and the main thing is to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you what, to your original point about these comments are okay from an OC, but not from a head coach. I said before last season that I could envision a scenario where things go terribly bad between him and Caleb Williams. Because the way he coaches is very structured, on time, on target, very Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan-like. Like, my system works, God bless you. My system
2 hours
works,
later, we got it out.
My system works. Trust the system. Make the plays that are there. Caleb Williams does not play like that at all. He runs around. He scrambles back. He makes a lot of plays happen. The game-tying touchdown pass he had, or the game-winning touchdown maybe in Green Bay, was him rolling back 25 yards and throwing it blindly to the back corner of the end zone. That's not how you coach football. And so if Ben Johnson has this idea that we are going to be the highest scoring offense ever, and we're going to be undefeated, and that's the mindset he has going into it, he's going to be pulling his hair out by week 3 when he sees Caleb Williams airmailing a 5-yard crossing route or not hitting the 7-yard out route that he drew up, and he's going to be scrambling backwards trying to chuck up a 45-yard pass to Luther Burden.
I was on the same page as you before that pairing started, that the A-type personality that is Ben Johnson, I don't know how it's going to mesh with the A-type personality that is Caleb Williams. A-types in different ways, you know, but like I was with you on that. And then they had a successful year. But again, a successful year with a lot of things that went your way, that there's no way it's going to happen this year the way it happened for you last year. So it's an interesting approach by Ben Johnson. And listen, maybe Bears fans do like that him saying, we are going to score the most points. We're going to go undefeated. You're not going to do any of those. Right.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, you're not gonna do any of those.
Let me tell you, any team who's ever said that never did it.
You ain't gonna do it, but that's fine. But maybe Bears fans like that. You know, Bears fans have had not a lot to celebrate in so many years.
Yeah, their team's leaving.
Right.
They're going to Indiana.
Yeah, they're still gonna be the Bears. No matter where it was announced today, it doesn't matter where they're going, they're still going to be the Chicago Bears. So maybe those fans liked it. But you and I watching it from an outside perspective, it's just like this didn't seem like the comments of a head coach. No. It's like an assistant, a coordinator, offensive coordinator specifically. Those comments can be made, but it's as a head coach, you would like to think that your head coach has a level head going into the new season and has dissected everything that happened the last season. And when he makes comments, it's like, no, let's be realistic on what our season is going to look like.
Let's worry about converting on third down. Let's worry about being good in the red zone. Let's worry about getting better. I know it's coach speak,
right?
But that's what you kind of want from your head coach.
Correct. If it was still the offensive coordinator, it's like, yeah, say whatever you want.
Sure, and let the wide receiver talk about.
Let's say exactly.
Like, I don't need the quarterback and the head coach.
Exactly.
Well, maybe we're crazy. Maybe we don't get it. 877-99 on Fox. 877-996-6369. Are the Bears going to miss the playoffs next season?
The Bears.
We say yes. Rob Parker says no. Kelvin Washington, I think, agrees with us. I'm putting words in their mouth, of course. But if you want to weigh in, chime in with the odd couple. It's me, Rob G Monse Bolaños, sitting in for the fellas right here on Fox Sports Radio. You and I, not just in media, but in general, we all know people who continue to fail upwards, right?
Yes.
The guy who shows up to work late all the time still gets promoted. Mm-hmm. The guy who failed out of all his classes, but his dad runs a hedge fund, so he's making six figures out of college.
Happens.
Kyler Murray is the NFL equivalent of that, okay? There is no good reason why Kyler Murray keeps getting these opportunities that he does not deserve. Okay. And it goes all the way back to when he first got drafted by the Cardinals, okay? If I'm 5'7", he's 5'9", all right? I've met Kyler Murray a handful of times at Super Bowl, Radio Row, and if his hair wasn't picked out in the fro, me and him are almost eye level.
Right.
Okay, he is not a large individual. But yet, because Cliff Kingsbury was the man in charge there in Arizona, they decided, I don't care what history says about small quarterbacks. I don't mind that he only had one season.
Webull Financial LLC, member SIPC FINRA, investing in.
And forget the fact that we just drafted Josh Rosen to be our QB1 the year before. This is the guy I'm going to hitch my wagon to.
Yes.
Okay, so they do that. Couple years later, without having really done anything in the league yet at that point, Kyler Murray decides, you know what? I am going to black out my Instagram. I'm going to scrub all mention of the Cardinals in my social media accounts because I believe that I deserve a new contract. I don't think he had done anything to get it, but he got one. They felt so confident in him that they put a clause in his contract that said, you have to watch a certain amount of tape. You cannot be playing Call of Duty while you're doing this because not only did they know he wasn't watching it, he had said himself to the New York Times a couple of years before saying, yeah, I'm not the kind of guy who grinds tape like that because I just see things out there. I don't really got to worry about preparing the way an average quarterback might prepare. Flash forward now to last season, right? He only starts 5 games. Part of it due to injury, of course, and historically he has a lot of injury issues. But even when he was out there, when the Cardinals were as healthy as they had been all season, he was mediocre at best. Right? I think he averaged about 280 total yards of offense, rushing and throwing. His team averaged about 20 points per game. They soft benched him, we'll call it that. They said he was hurt. He could have came back. He decided not to come back. We don't know what the reason was. But did you know that when Jacoby Brissett took over with a banged up Arizona Cardinal offense, they averaged more yards per game and more points per game. And yet I just heard you tell Rich Davis during the commercial break as we're switching shows that they may not win a game this season because Jacoby Brissett is not a good NFL quarterback and that Carson Beck might be their starter. So I ask you this now. What on earth has Kyler Murray done to slide into Minnesota in a situation that has arguably a top 5 offensive unit outside of the quarterback? You have one of the better offensive minds at head coach, and he is just given the QB1 job without having any real competition? I do not understand this. How does this keep happening to a guy like Kyler Murray?
Well, because there's always a need for a quarterback. That's the underlying thing. Like you would say, okay, how does a guy continue to get multiple opportunities? Some may have said that about Sam Darnold, right? Now, Sam Darnold is a Super Bowl champion and has turned his entire career around. People are saying that right now with Bryce Young.
Also my height.
Also your height. The fact is, there's not enough quality in terms of, the 32 starting quarterbacks. There's always going to be 10 or so teams that are looking for their starter. And when you're looking for your starter, you're trying to find the best talent that you can have. Kyler Murray is the best talented quarterback on that roster. There was a miss with J.J. McCarthy.
Sure.
All right? They understand that. That's why they went and got Kyler Murray, because they understood, oh, wow, we really should have kept Sam Darnold. But we felt the pressure of this first-round draft pick, right? We used it on J.J. McCarthy. He got hurt. Traded up.
Yep.
Got hurt.
Yep.
And we had a phenomenal year. We have to move off of Sam Darnold, even though we may not want to see what JJ has. He doesn't have what they think they can use for the next 10 years.
Never seen this show.
Yeah. You've never seen That's So Raven?
I've never seen. I mean, I know all the drama afterwards with her and that guy.
Oh, yeah.
But I've never seen the show.
Don't kill the vibe. That's not what That's So Raven is about.
Is the guy rapping the one who's causing all the drama?
I don't know. Oh. But that show was so fun. It was hilarious. She's so funny in that show. She's so good.
She's good in a lot of things she does.
She's good. No, she gets it.
Yeah.
She gets it. Acting, you sometimes can't teach it.
Yeah.
You can do it or you can't, especially comedic acting. You either can do it or you can't.
Shout out Raven Simone, right?
Raven Simone.
Yeah, shout out
yeah.
to her.
Yeah.
She brought a smile to Monty's face here.
Yeah,
at
right away.
9:25 p.m. Eastern.
That's right.
Shout out to her.
Thank you. Thank you, Alex Tyshirt, too.
It is the odd couple. Me, Rob G Monse Bolaños, sitting in for Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington. Want to let you know,
woman.
you can stream us live wherever you happen to be from the iHeartRadio app. Catch us and all of our Fox Sports Radio shows live 24/7 in the new and improved iHeart app. Just search Fox Sports Radio in the app to stream us live all day, every day. And be sure to select Fox Sports Radio as one of your presets in the iHeart app, so it will always pop up at the top of your screen.
That's right.
Fowler Fair coming up in about 5 minutes, but we open the show talking about Jayden Daniels and him standing on business when it comes to the number 5 at LSU. I made you look horrible in the open.
You crashed the car.
I totally
You crashed
destroyed your
the
entire
car. Not
argument
even a
that
little
he
bit.
was wrong.
Not even sort of.
And you don't think he's doing the right thing. Have you come to your senses now about Jayden Daniels and his beef with LSU?
No, you cuckoo bird. You cuckoo bird. You couldn't have been more wrong in what you said. Standing on what business? What is the business? What is he getting out of this?
A lot of good airplay on Fox Sports
Let me tell you what he's not getting any of that. We are not having positive conversations about this because, as you said, it's petty, but I'm fine with it.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what the conversation is. You're saying I'm cool with it because I'm petty. Listen, I'm petty too. I hold grudges. I get all that. This is just one of those ones that even if he feels like this, even if he's upset deep down inside and he's like, I cannot believe they have given my number. I am going to. Don't say it out loud. That's the advice that he should have been given.
But he didn't. He wrote a letter.
Yeah, no, that's almost worse. The point is, it was said. He said it to somebody who then said it out loud, who then wanted to compare it to Joe Burrow. All of this, to me, it does nothing good for Jayden Daniels. It really doesn't. And he wants this to be handled privately. That's literally the exact opposite of what's happening. And they're claiming that he wants the trophy back. Like, what are we doing?
But they did try to handle it privately.
Clearly not.
If I send you a letter a week ago, it came out a week later, so I'm assuming that somebody in the LSU department is like, can you believe what Jayden Daniels is doing right now?
So to think that this wasn't going to get out, that's another, bad advice. It's like, if you want to do this.
So nothing can be private anymore.
Nothing can be private anymore.
Okay.
At all. I mean, you and I can have our private conversations because we keep it here, but.
Like in person. He would have had to driven down to the LSU.
You have no idea how many times I'm texting you because I want to talk smack on someone, and then I delete it because I don't want there to be proof. And I was like, I'll just say it to him in person.
I screenshot all those.
Like, that's what I'm saying. There's so many times. Today, as we were texting, I was like, delete. I'm just going to say this to him in person. He does not need to have a copy of me saying this. So it was never going to be kept quiet. It was never going to be kept private. Mm-hmm. So is the juice worth the squeeze? No. There's nothing.
For him. Now in the NFL, of course not.
Okay.
Because now it's a discussion point in training camp when you should be worried about the upcoming season. For him individually, when you bring up the fact, you mentioned Joe Burrow because that's the most recent one everyone knows about. There's only been 2 other Heisman Trophy winners in LSU history. Joe Burrow and this guy Billy Cannon in 1959. Both of those guys have never had their jersey worn ever again. So there is some precedent. So I understand why he feels this way. Because you've already said, if you win the Heisman at LSU, we are going to no longer let anyone wear that jersey. And instead, you give it to a cornerback because Brian Kelly, in an effort to save his job in Baton Rouge, which he got fired for anyways, promised this kid, in addition to the whatever $1 million we're giving you, I'm also going to give you the number 5 jersey because we're family here in LSU.
I love how you keep missing the little detail that the other 2 Heisman won the national championship. I think that matters.
But the 2017 won a national championship. There's none of their jerseys are retired.
Right, but you're tying it to being a Heisman.
Because that's the common thread.
Entiendo, pero de los tres, los otros dos no son iguales. I entiendo, but the 2 and the 1 are not the same.
They're kind of the same.
An A+ is different than an A-.
It's still a 4.0.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
An A- is not a 4.0.
If you get A- all the way through all your grades, it's still a 4.0.
No, it is not. That is incorrect information. Can somebody verify that? Right. Hello. Look alive over there. Kids.
They're not paying attention.
They're not paying attention.
Mira.
If you get an A-, is it still a 4.0? No,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
No way.
Yes, it is.
It is?
I think an A is just a base A.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Wow.
So how do you have more than a 4.0?
Because you get advanced classes where they count as an extra point.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if you guys are right.
We just broke Monse right now.
That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me.
No, it doesn't.
I think an A+ gets you more. It doesn't matter. Even if that's wrong. Even if I'm wrong on that. The comparison is not the same. Also, again, life is unfair. I'm sorry, Jayden Daniels. Maybe if Joe Burrow's season happened, because the other guy, when did it happen?
1959.
Okay, great. So let's say Joe Burrow would have done this in 1995, and then it was Jayden Daniels. Maybe, but the fact that they happen so close to each other, it's unfair to Jayden Daniels. Life is unfair. I'm sorry, but no, this is not helping you in any way, shape, or form. Not for your career, not for your character, your image. You didn't need to do this. Even if you were mad, you should have been told, suck it up. It's fine. Don't make this a thing.
Well, you know who is helping our character and image and brand? Brianna Muro at the update desk.
That's right.
Fallon Fair coming up next.
Can you tell him that he's wrong?
Rob G, you're wrong.
Thank
and
you so
also,
much.
you know, do you have turtles by any chance?
No.
Why didn't we get straws from Starbucks?
What do you mean?
When you brought the drinks from Starbucks?
They gave me a bag.
And you didn't check to see if there were straws?
No.
Why?
Because I don't go to Starbucks. I thought they put them in the bag for you.
But, Monty?
I don't blame him.
No.
What's
you
a
can't blame
turtle?
him for that.
I do.
What's a turtle?
You know,
what does a turtle have to do? Because the turtle and the straws in the, got you. It's all connected. There we go.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Got it.
You don't get it?
No.
There was, for a long time, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago,
Yes.
it was this whole conversation of getting rid of straws because there was a video of a sea turtle where they pulled the straw out of its
okay.
nostril.
I know what you're
And they
talking
were
about.
like, we can't have straws anymore.
I
No,
get
listen, I jumped on that bandwagon and I bought plastic straws
you?
for my, like, reusable ones. And so now everybody has a typically friendly straw. But
Well, by the way, just before you go, Bree, you were right, Monse. If it is an A, it's a GPA scale of a 4.0, but an A- is worth 3.7 points.
I don't
You were
Really?
right.
I
Just
thought if it
verified.
was an A.
I'm gonna need y'all to once again stand on business, my business, because I was right. Thank you so much.
I
Bree,
honestly
back
thought-
to you.
I thought it was an A was an A.
No,
and then it didn't matter
guys,
minus
of
or
No, she's
course
right.
not. Of
She's
course
right.
not. An A- is not an A+.
It says A- will lower
A-
your GPA below 4.0.
Who are you
Ooh.
trusting? Google?
No.
Yeah, like they never been wrong
I'm
before.
not on Google. I actually did a deep dive.
Did you look at a school district or something or what?
Multiple. I went to Rob G's wife.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. She is
She works
running
for the
LA
school
USD.
Rob G, your wife's next.
She's the breadwinner.
I love Lauren.
I have to be
Great.
nice to
Mic drop. So I'm done. That's where I walk away because that's
Yeah,
that's
you
pretty
can
good.
do
I
it.
feel I like
Go
to end on a
for
high
it.
note. I like to end on high notes. So I think I'm done here.
Your job here
Go
is
ahead,
done.
Bree.
I like to end on a high
Okay.
note.
Anyways, guys, it's halftime between the Cardinals and Raiders. Fernando Mendoza looking pretty good. Not terrible. I know Rob G's kind of like whatever about him. 5 for 8, 47 yards, and 1 touchdown. On the other side for the Cardinals, Jeremiah Love, 14 touches and 73 yards so far. The Patriots are on top of the Colts 13-7. Anthony Richardson kind of redeeming himself in my world. 11-14, 145 yards and only 1 pick. 9 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Steelers beating the Packers 14-9. Also early in the fourth quarter. In other news, the Seahawks are expected to sign former Lions cornerback Terrion Arnold. The NFL now has to decide whether to put Arnold on the commissioner's exempt list after he was arrested on felony charges in connection with that robbery and creepy kidnapping back in February. An attorney representing Commanders quarterback Jayden Daniels has informed LSU it can no longer use his name, image, and likeness. And in the Field of Dreams game, the Phillies are on top of the Twins 5-1. It is the bottom of the 6th inning. Kyle Schwarber has hit 2 home runs, bringing his season total up to 37 on the season. The Nationals shut out the Cubs 7-0, and Freddie Freeman is in the Dodgers lineup, thankfully, after he fell in the Royals dugout Wednesday night. And in the NBA, Bradley Beal has agreed to a 2-year, $13.2 million deal to return to LA's team, the Clippers, aka Monty's team. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Brianna Muro, my girl. Who needs a straw?
Yeah.
I mean, and you and I have like fruit in our drink. We really need a straw. She doesn't even have that. She could do it better.
Bree did not say anything to me all show, and the one thing she says is, "You didn't get me a straw."
Well, you were responsible, but I understand if you're handed a bag that you're just like, okay, everything's in there. I'm
I
gonna
said
go.
hi, Rob G. I said hi.
Hi. Where's my straw?
Where's my straw?
I just had a question.
Yeah, that's messed up. She literally started the show by saying how this is a dream come true to have both of you on the show. like
Yeah.
this.
She sure did.
What did you want me to do? Come in there every segment and be like, oh my God, great guys.
Yes.
Great job, guys.
Yes, we
oh
do.
my gosh.
You
Make
made this
our head
happen.
bigger. Make our head bigger.
You made this happen, Bree.
Thank you guys. You're so sweet. Thank you. Great job. Let's do it again. Actually, let's do this recurring.
Yeah, let's,
okay. Should I tell Steve, like, hey, you got the day off?
Yeah,
Like,
you should.
We'll get him Dodgers tickets, and then I'll just.
Oh,
come.
that's perfect.
Perfect. Okay.
Love this plan.
I can win get my dream.
Love it.
What, Alex? You want to
You
come
think
on?
Steve's not going to come in and do it?
Steve is way too professional for that to happen.
You got a better chance of people not using straws right now.
Maybe I'll just come in on my free time and just stare at you guys and get some popcorn.
Just sit there with Steve DeStager.
You could be like Shay.
I could be like, yeah, let me just come in. Yeah. Actually, let me go get another job.
Yeah.
And then leave for like a month and then come back.
come back.
And then just get here in the Anchor studio and just hijack the mic.
There you go. Do that.
Okay.
Yeah. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
All right, it is the Odd Couple with me, Rob G Monse Bolaños, sitting in for the Odd Couple. Wanted to let you know that Alex said in my ear, there's no JR. There's a good reason for that because JR just texted me. Totally forgot we spoke the other day. I'm in these streets. So I think that means he is not going to be joining.
I bet you he's with Rob Parker.
Well, I was
right
going to
now.
say, is he with Rob?
Yeah, he's in.
Oh, okay.
Atlanta.
You're
Okay.
kidding me.
All right.
He is.
Huh. Priorities.
Living his best life. It's fine. Let's talk about. Or I was gonna say we could talk about how upset I was about Andy Pajes and his ABS
we'll have a
challenge.
baseball conversation
Yeah,
anyways.
I got one. Andy Pajes, I love you, but you are not allowed to call a challenge anymore. Nope, you can't do it. I don't care. You cannot do it. This stuff with the ABS challenge, I have made fun of so many players that have like called the challenge and they're all like, oh, I'm so right. They start taking off their gear, pretending they're going to go take their walk because it's not a third strike because it's so bad. And it's hilarious. When it's my own team, it bothers me. It's hilarious when it's another team. It bothers me when it's my team. And Andy Pajes yesterday in the first inning, Rob G, challenges a third strike call for no reason. We don't have a man on base. It's the first inning. It is a scoreless game. And Andy Pajes, challenge, this is not a strike. No, papi, it couldn't have been more of a strike. And he started it's just like, this seems more like an ego thing. I believe he is 11 of 25, not from the plate. It is ABS challenge.
Are you serious?
11 of 25. That is no bueno.
That's horrible.
That is no bueno. And then there are reports. Jack Harris, who covers the Dodgers, said that Dave Roberts spoke to the team ahead of Tuesday's game and mentioned how they needed to be a little bit more careful and more, have a reason when they're going to use the ABS challenge or where they're going to use a challenge. And then he still did it in the first inning. I don't get it. It's upsetting me. And Andy Pajes is having such a great season. So I shouldn't be upset. He's great, but stop calling a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it.
You know what's funny about Andy Pajes is I'm not a baseball fan, like really. Like
Yes.
I cover it for work because I have
Sure,
to, right?
sure.
And because I live in LA by osmosis, I follow the Dodgers. I have Dodgers gear because of that. But because I don't watch baseball on a night-to-night basis, a couple of years ago, I would see the box scores. I'd read the stories to talk about it on the show. And I would see this name in center field,
Mm-hmm.
went 2 for 4, and robbed a home run.
Mm-hmm.
And I swore that it was Andy Pajes.
Yeah, most people.
I had no idea. So when it came time to the playoffs and I have to really watch it for work, I'm like, Andy Pajes is not black. No, he's not.
No.
And he's like awesome. Like he's better defensively than, except for this season, he's better defensively than he ever was offensively.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not something you see very often.
No. And then this year, he's just elevated
He's been
his
their
entire
best player.
game.
Yeah, because now I've been watching this season.
The entire, he's been our best player. You're right. I agree with that. And has elevated all parts of his game except challenging balls and strikes.
Well, that's harder to do than he looks.
Then don't do it. I'm not asking. That's the whole thing. You don't have to do it. Nobody's telling you to do it. And why would you do it in the first inning? Aside from doing it from an ego perspective.
It's like those NBA players are always like after every
Don't
foul.
get me started on that one. Don't get me
Replay.
That, to me, if you do this, it should, you know how it's only coaches can call it?
Yes.
If a player does it, if I'm a ref, I'm just giving it to them. Oh, you know what? You're
And
out of
make them
challenges?
lose the challenge?
Yup.
Yeah.
It's so annoying to see everyone do this that I would just change the rule. If you do this, we're going to listen to you. It doesn't have to be a coach. And that way, we won't see this happen 37 times a quarter.
All right.
Yes.
That's fair.
Yes, according to Monse.
Is that a tease for what's going on the weekend show?
Sometimes it happens. Not always, but
Okay.
sometimes there's according to Monse.
All right. Well, I was getting text from J.R. Gamble. He's apologized for not coming in. It's because he's with Rob Parker.
Well, then have Rob call us.
And Rob wants us to make sure we're taking phone calls because it's a radio show. It's not a podcast. We need to take these phone calls. I see the lines lit up like a Christmas tree throughout the entire show. I guess I'll take one now to appease everybody who's complaining about it in the chat and Rob Parker. Let's get started with Jeffrey in Tucson. Jeffrey, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What you got, Jeffrey?
Hello, Jeffrey, former Tucson Toro mascot. In regard to Caleb Williams, if he was such a good quarterback, they would not be in a situation where they always have to come back within 3 or 4 minutes. And on my bucket list is 2 things: to do Route 66 and to buy Monse a Shirley Temple because I don't do alcohol. Have a great evening.
All right. I'll take a
Thank
Shirley
you,
Temple
Jeffrey.
with you.
And she'll probably drink enough alcohol for the both of you.
It will. It's fine. I'll do it. Don't worry. But I'll also have a Shirley Temple.
Those are really good.
I like a Shirley Temple, but I don't like a cherry.
What?
Like, I don't like biting into a cherry. I've never
Why?
liked it. I don't biting into it. I
Pause.
don't. Yeah, it comes on Sundays.
No,
I love a
resume.
Sunday.
Pause.
I love a Sunday. I love a banana split. You know what I'm saying? I've never
Pause.
liked a cherry.
Oh,
I've never, but I
Never
don't
popped a
mind
good
cherry
cherry, huh?
flavor.
Oh,
okay.
God.
Pause.
Sorry.
Pause.
Sorry.
No, resume. That's a good conversation
That's-
you guys are having.
Just saying.
Yeah, no, I can keep going about cherry. or not.
Wait,
whatever.
aren't you like a vegetarian?
I am a vegetarian.
So aren't you
She's a
supposed to
vegan.
like every fruit and vegetable because you can't have meat?
I like a lot of fruits and vegetables. It doesn't mean I have to like everything. My favorite berry is a strawberry. I like a strawberry.
Good pick.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even when they're a little tart, I don't mind. When
I'll
they're
take it.
sweet, even better. I love that.
That's
I don't
good.
like pineapple, but I like pineapple flavor. Like pineapple and tequila, I can sip on that all day.
Ooh.
But biting into a pineapple, I don't like the texture. I'm big on texture. So I don't like mushrooms. They're rubbery. You know what I'm saying? I like play with it when I have it. I'm going to stop.
Pause.
Oh, God. The chat is blowing up right now. with these
Okay, go to
comments
break.
from
Wrap it
Monse.
up. Wrap it up.
That's 2 Shirley Temples.
Oh, my gosh. All right. It is the Odd Couple. One more segment to go. We're going to finish strong. It's me, Rob G Monse Bolaños, sitting in for Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington. Last call is next on Fox Sports Radio.
It's last call time on The Odd Couple. If you had a take and couldn't get in all show, here's your chance.
Your call's important to us.
Call us at 877-99 on Fox. Hurry up. Rob and Kelvin got to get out of here.
NBA opening week has been announced, all the national games.
Love it.
I want to focus specifically on opening night.
Okay.
Okay. It opens up 3 p.m. Eastern for whatever reason.
Wait. 3 p.m. Eastern?
Yes.
What?
Celtics.
What day is that?
It's on a Tuesday.
Oh, my. No, stop.
Hey, you ain't putting kids in school either. You didn't
3
think,
p.m.
you didn't-
Eastern.
You didn't think schooling was important?
3 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, 3 p.m. Eastern.
That's noon.
Yes,
Here.
noon, 12:30.
A game is on.
Celtics at Pistons.
Okay.
Shout
right.
out Adam Silver. The nightcap, Thunder at Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
The primetime game, Sixers at Knicks.
Okay.
And I don't know about you, but I got a problem with that. Because Adam Silver and the NBA at large continues to refuse to promote the next wave of stars the way that they should.
Ah, that's a good point. Okay.
They have been
Okay.
stuck on the LeBron, Steph, KD era for 20 years now. God forbid you mention, hey, SGA back-to-back MVP, that team statistically has been the best team in the league now for about 2.5, 3 seasons. Maybe we should make them the marquee matchup. Or, since it is, we're going to celebrate the New York Knicks. It's ring night, the greatest team in NBA history, the playoff Knicks. Maybe we should have a finals rematch and put the next big thing, Victor Wembanyama, in New York to take on the New York Knicks. But no. Instead, my guy Adam Silver latches on to LeBron James once again, knowing full well that for all the pomp and circumstance, for all the celebration regarding LeBron James, his teams have not really been in the mix at all for the last 5 years. And it's not like he hasn't had talent yet. Anthony Davis, of course, Luka Doncic most recently.
Won a championship with Anthony Davis.
He did.
So go ahead.
But after that, he's been out in the first round a couple of times, missed the playoffs a couple of times, got swept out of the playoffs a couple of times. And yet, they continue to promote him, and to a lesser extent, Steph Curry and Kevin Durant, and make them the faces of the league. Rather than getting with the times, having a forward-thinking mindset, and putting out the next wave of stars.
Which is?
Victor Wembanyama.
Victor.
SGA.
Okay.
Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
Why on earth has Adam Silver and the powers that be decided that they would rather give us the hypothetical supposed rivalry matchup here between Philadelphia and New York when those two teams have only met in the playoffs twice in 50 years? What rivalry is there to promote outside of come see LeBron James against the defending champions? Make it make sense.
Well, I will. The reason that they're still riding the coattails of these great players that you mentioned, most notably LeBron James, is because that's what the people want to see. The fans want to see that. Adam Silver is aware of the metrics, aware of viewership, aware of all of the ratings for everybody. They understand. You got to remember, Adam Silver begged LeBron to make a decision so they can make the schedule. This is the reason why. If LeBron is in Golden State, then it's Golden State versus the Lakers on opening night, right? If LeBron goes to, wherever else, it's that team. Because he understands people still revere and love or hate watch LeBron James.
Okay.
Now, him going to Philadelphia, which is a stone's throw from New York.
Which he's apparently going to live there, right? Is what they said.
That in itself is must-see TV. We want to see that. We want to see Brunson and LeBron and Kat and Jaylen Brown and Embiid. Like, we want to see that. So he's giving the fans and the people what they want to see. Now, you may be irked and you may be like, it's time for the Young Bucks. But out of all of those players that you mentioned, Anthony Edwards, Shea, and Wemby, who's box office? Who's must-see TV? Wemby. Right? Wemby.
They just had the highest ratings in the finals.
That's what I'm saying. Wemby
years,
is one of the only ones out of those three. So who else?
And you're always glad you came. Everybody knows your name.
Robin Kelvin.
It's a great close to a TV theme song Thursday. The Odd Couple. Rob G Monse Bolaños filling in for Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
That's right. Yay.
Yay. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's show, be sure to catch the podcast. Just search Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. Please follow the pod, rate it 5 stars, provide a review. Again, just search The Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. You'll find today's full show and a best of version right after the program. And while you're there, search for the Fox Sports Radio weekend feed and get Monse Bolaños' weekend show.
That's true. That's true. You can catch me and Martin Weiss typically on Saturdays. Typically. You won't hear us this Saturday. But typically.
But if you're really lucky, you can follow like Covino and Rich's show or sometimes Stu Gotts and Company, and you'll get an on-air B&B.
That's also that could happen as well. Thank you.
That's one of my favorite names.
On Airbnb?
Yes.
You know who thought of that?
Dan Byer.
Isaac Lowenkron.
Really?
Isaac Lowenkron.
Wow.
Early on, he's like, on Airbnb. And we were just like, great. Love it. It's stuck.
It did stuck.
It's stuck.
That's really good.
Yeah, Isaac Lowenkron, thank you so much. Shout out.
Wow. Dan Byer and I think it was Mike Harmon had a segment that they did. I don't know if they'll, I'm pretty sure they don't. They had a Sunday morning show, and it was hot takes and sausage.
Okay.
And I told myself, if I ever do a morning show, I am stealing that from them.
Hot takes and
sausage. They'll never know.
Yeah.
They'll never pay attention to it, and it's like, full disclosure, I'm stealing it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
They're not paying attention.
On Airbnb, I'm take that too.
No, you can't. Rob G, it doesn't make sense.
Why?
Because there's no B in your name.
My nieces and nephew call me Uncle Bob.
Bobby.
Yeah, my mom calls me that. My wife calls me that.
Bobby.
They do.
Aw.
Yeah.
Bobby is. I don't know. I don't know if I can call you Bobby.
Well, the reason is because my mom has always wanted to keep me like the smallest one possible.
Sure. Yeah.
And so if you know my mom at all, if you've met her, anyone who knows me on that level, it's always been Bobby.
I get that. Yeah, my mom, because my name is Montserrat, right? Montserrat. And my mom says Monsita to keep me little.
Yeah.
You know?
You'll be 55 years old.
I'm going to be Monsita.
That's right.
Both your parents wasted time. You guys aren't growing anymore.
You know what, Alex?
It was so funny.
Thank you.
You think being jacked and tan gives you the right to say whatever you want? Because
Yes.
it doesn't.
It's America.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Jacked and tan.
All right. It is time for Last Call.
This is the last call.
It's last call. Last call time on The Odd Couple.
We are cheating today on Last Call. We have an in-studio caller. Shay from Sherman Oaks is here. You are.
Producer Shay.
Wow, look at
Long
all
time
this.
listener. No, I'm cutting that off. I don't like you having your own drop.
time.
Yeah.
He doesn't even go here.
Right, he doesn't even go to this school.
I think
Thanks for having me,
I think
guys.
Kelvin let him in.
Probably.
probably
Kelvin did
did.
let him in.
I'm trashing Rob Parker.
That's right.
And why am I trashing Rob Parker? Because I'm a mentee of Rob Parker. And he's had a lot of mentee parties, okay, in Los Angeles. And I'm in Los Angeles, guys. And no. It's never strip clubs. It's always, let's go to cheesecake. Let's go. Let me buy you a $14 cheesecake. Let me bring you a Jordan branded Fox Sports Radio hoodie. Where's my strip club?
Well,
Rob Parker, what are we doing?
You left us for a new job, so you wouldn't have been able to go to Atlanta.
Yeah, you can't come anyway.
You're busy. You're tied.
I am tied up.
It's like you just got
I am
married.
tied up.
You can't do
and
it.
you're missing the B in NABJ. Which
I'm
is
a
very
little hued.
important.
Well,
I'm a little hued.
Well,
is it only skin color or something else?
yeah.
Eh?
I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like it's named that for a reason.
You think so?
NAHJ, I think, is one.
I went to NAB this year.
That's the casual
That's the
one.
one in Vegas.
Okay.
It's the one for the normals.
The norm. That's gotta be
racist.
That's
Yeah,
gotta
it's
be
gotta
racist.
I don't know how. but
I
it's
didn't
gotta
call
be.
it NAB and I didn't call it NABJ.
But you were never gonna go. You were never gonna go.
If I was invited, I have cousins in Atlanta.
Okay, but you wouldn't have gone. Actually, you would have had a grand time.
Fully exposed mentee night
Yeah.
on Roscoe in Ventura. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go. Right now.
Mentee and A night. All right. It is the Odd Couple. Monty, thank you for joining us.
Oh
on
my
the
gosh.
Thursday.
No, this is so fun.
I
I learned so much.
You did such a good job. They're inviting you back for tomorrow.
Wonderful. A+, A-
A
for you.
minus.
Can I come back?
No.
No.
No. You cannot come back. All right. Keep it locked. More Odd Couple coming your
Do
way
not come.
tomorrow on Fox Sports Radio.
And if you don't listen to The Odd Couple tomorrow, this is for you.
Ow. Ow.